Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming, and you are joining us for episode number 5 of our Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory actual play series, Morks Madboyz. Oh yes, we are back in the 41st millennium. We took a break off this last week, so it's been a little bit longer for us here, but we are back and ready to go. As always, before we get started, be sure you stop by the Facebook page, give us a like and a follow. Check us out also on Spreaker, where we host the podcast. We've also got our YouTube channel if you want to have this on in the background in video format. And what else? That's about it. Be sure you check out our very recent Alien RPG international episode that aired a few weeks ago. Teamed up with a couple other fantastic podcasts, Garblag Games, Adventures in Lollygagging, Distant Gray Gaming, and the Effect Podcast. And we ran through the one shot from the new Colony War novel called Alien Fallout. It's quite good. My audio was a little messed up, but the rest of the gang was fantastic. If you want some real grade A talent, playing some characters and really leaning into the Alien universe, check that out. You can check it out on Garblag Games site if you want to watch the stream that we did with our webcams, or if you want to hear the podcast version. That is out at this point. And we may have more collaboration adventures in the future. I'm working on another thing with someone, so we'll see what happens, hopefully next year. But we're back. We're back for 40K, and before we do that, if you want to help support the podcast, which we're always looking for your support and help, if you want to do more than hitting a like button or leaving us a review on Apple Podcast, swing on by the old Patreon, where you can check out a lot of cool bonuses that we have. We've got a monthly Warhammer Fantasy campaign that is going on currently, some adventures throughout and around Ubersreich as the players are learning about the powers that be. And that is in the same continuity universe as our previous campaign, Gallows Geis. So see some stuff before and after everything that happened in that adventure. Check that out if you've got a few coins you want to toss into the Dragon's Hoard. If not, that's all right. Just give us the love on social media and help us keep making the channel grow. Because at this point, it has been 2 years with Dragon's Greed, a little over 2 years now. So I think we mentioned that a few episodes ago. But anyway, enough of that. We're here for some grim darkness of the 41st millennium. We are diving back in. Let's say hello to our players. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything exciting you did in our week off. Eric will not be joining us tonight. He is out for a couple sessions. But we've got a special guest coming back to join us who we'll introduce in a second. So, Kyle, take it away.
Hello, it's Kyle. I will be, again, playing Grave Scorcher, the burner boy who likes burning shit. Exciting things I've done. I've been doing a lot of arting. So, a lot of it for the Patreon, actually. So check on the Patreon if you want to see some cool stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah. Are you the one that changed the Orc Boy's name in Foundry, or was that Sean?
Oh, that might have been Sean.
What did I do?
Someone changed the Orc Boy to Yeah Boy.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
Definitely not
me. Oh, I really thought it would have been one of the two of you. That's amazing. I saw that today when I was messing around. I'm like, who the fuck?
That's amazing, yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty
when
great.
you introduce them, you're like, I encourage you to name everybody, and so
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is the name field, so I'm changing it.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yep, that
I
makes
was-
sense.
I was mulling my guys over, and then he died, so it didn't really matter.
Oh, the nameless orc, one of many.
I'll think of one now. Shit.
They're all just
Now
patients
I
to
feel
Peppa.
bad.
Yep. All right. And then we've got our resident MD.
Yeah, I'm Sean, and I'm playing Pain Boy Peppa, the Dr. Peppa. Um, yeah, over the last week, I had family come up. I met my niece for the first time. She was just recently born, so that was cool. She is an infant, and they are infants.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm not. It's my niece. So. In other news, I've been playing Final Fantasy X still, and I finally got Titus's ultimate weapon. That was a pain in the ass.
That was that the racing one?
Yeah, the
Unlock
Chocobo
his
race. I also
Okay.
got Waka's ultimate weapon. That was just time consuming. But the
Yeah.
fucking Chocobo race is a pain in the ass.
Did you dodge any lightning bolts yet?
No, I don't want to do that one actually. That sounds like the worst.
I don't know. It's that or play Blitzball for 12 seasons. You know, pick your poison, right?
I did the Blitzball actually. I did that.
Must be nice.
No, so boring.
There is a secret trick to lightning that makes it really easy.
Don't
Just
do
mod
it.
the controller.
There's like a little loop you do, and you get the typing down. It's very consistent. You can get it done in like 10 minutes. But yeah,
10 minutes. All right, well send
Yeah, yeah.
send me a video, Matt.
my last playthrough of Final Fantasy X, I got all the legendary weapons, and I went through all the stupid BS, and like, yeah, all right, there's a trick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm fighting all the super bosses and getting all those stupid weapons. So
Hell yeah. Cool. Well, that's exciting. Good to hear. And then we have our resident almost dead in one shot mech.
That's me. I'm Frog, and I'm playing Edaka. And what I was up to last week was I dragged my little brother down to Louisville for his bachelor party. He's getting married in the near future, and we went out there and did some axe throwing and Bourbon Trail distillery tours and stuff like that. It was fun.
Cool. We've got an axe throwing place just around the corner where it's an escape room where my wife and I had our wedding. And we might go do that. She's been asking about it, so maybe.
Throwing's a lot of fun. I actually did it like a month
No,
ago. I had a
it's
really good time
awesome.
doing it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
That shit rules.
Well, you know,
Very
us.
satisfying.
We never leave the house, so you know, you try not to. Try not to interact
Understandable.
with people. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, have you met people? No, thanks. And you may have heard in the background, joining us for a few episodes as a welcomed back guest, the man, the myth, the legend, Mort / Father Bruford / Old One Ear and one eye and one leg. He lost a lot of body parts. It's Matt from our Warhammer campaign.
I'm
That's
back,
brutal.
baby. I'm Matt. You may remember me from the our old Gallows Guys campaign. That, as Chris said, playing as Morton Father Buford, and I'm now back filling in for Eric for a couple of sessions here. I'll be playing the role of Loktar, the Orca Commando, who seems to have himself a very fancy shiny blade. He seems to be admiring it a lot.
We earned that plate, yeah.
Yeah, all right. As far as what's been going on with me, well, I play a lot of games. I've been continuing to play Lost Ark. Chris and I recently started up a co-op campaign in Total War, so we're making some progress on there. And yeah, you know, things have been going decently well. You know, next week in Lost Ark, the new class is coming out called a Scouter. It's like basically Iron Man. It looks sick. Really excited for it. New content. Pumped.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I am your GM, the Great Unclean One, and I am back leading this expedition with all the goofiness you would expect from it. I have been playing a good amount of video games as well, because I'm all caught up on editing, and I didn't have to edit an episode last week, which was sweet. So I got to play a lot of Total War this week, Total War 3, rocking it as Be'lakor and the Chaos Warriors. Slapping around everybody, and now there's just a tidal wave of dwarves annihilating everything in their path. So I am doing the righteous thing and ridding the world of the stunties, one filthy dwarf hold at a time, and it is fucking glorious. Skulls for the Skull Throne, baby. You love it. Haven't played much Back for Blitz last week, but I unlocked all the shit pretty much for the new expansion. So now it's time to accumulate another 20,000 supply points, because they're pretty much all gone after unlocking everything. And now that we got the last legendary skin, yeah, it's just time to finish off the stuff in the Skull Totems track. So we're almost there. And of course, we have to finish No Hope, but that is not exactly easy. So.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so Matt is going to be taking control of Loktar, for this session, and then he's got a character that'll be joining as a periodic NPC from time to time, who we'll introduce later. But right now, let's dive back in where last we left. The party had finally tried to throw off the shackles of oppression and gain their freedom. By staging a prison break, jail riot, to try to take over the Rogue Trader's ship. And each of the party members had a chance to interact with some of the other alien species, or not alien species, that are held as slaves on the ship, just like their orc tribe is. And through some cunning and not so cunning plans, they managed to get the help of a couple other groups, some Ogrins, some Chaos Heretics, some Eldari, and Kroot. How could we forget the Kroot? Yes. And for the most part, those plans went off pretty well. You guys captured the Eldar crew member of the Rogue Traders group, Imlorian, the Corsair, and returned him to his group of Eldari that are slaves here. Perhaps he had sold them out in some way to the Rogue Trader. You don't know the full story, but they asked you to capture him and bring him to them in exchange for their assistance, which you did. And what horrible fate has befallen him, you're not sure, but the Eldari have assisted in the prison riot as scheduled. You also convinced the Kroot to join you as well, and after setting off a glorious explosion, Zingit set off the explosion for you guys. You're hoping that the Kroot are doing what they need to do. And then the Ogrin were asked to wait 3 days and attack. You're not sure if they could count that high, but maybe they did. You do know that Commissar Blaze had to go down there to sort out some heads, and although your characters were not present for that, that did not go too well after she executed one of the Ogrins, and the Ogrins tore her apart in a frenzy and are now rampaging through the ship. So distraction acquired. Well done. And finally, there was a group of heretics on the ship in chains working at the back of the ship on the engine drive, the main engines, and Headhacka and Zingits managed to convince them to work with them if you guys get them some weapons, which you did. That required the attention of the Psyker, that is part of the Rogue Traders group, to go down and sort things out. And she did, although she did have to fry quite a bit of the crew to do that. There has been a significant portion of crew damage so far to the ship, but not much damage to the actual ship, so that's good should you survive. But she is currently occupied quelling heretics down in the bowels of the ship, so with the help of Ironjaws and a few other boys, you guys made your way up to the bridge, charging into glorious combat, fighting the Rogue Trader and the only remaining member of her inner circle, Octarius the Tech Priest, along with a couple Enforcer guards who have put down most of the Orc boys and almost killed Edaka in one shot from her crazy-ass fusion pistol. And the Tech Priest, I believe, is currently on fire and is very, very hurt. But yeah, it's been a tough fight so far. We'll see what happens next. Ironjaws has finally made it into combat and torn apart one of the Enforcers. Unfortunately, we could not finish the fight last week, so we're going to pull a Halo and finish the fight tonight. Any questions? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay, well, let's get ye old combat tracker back on the map here, and we will start it off again. Let us go. So, wrong. We need the prison break song, of course. All right. Crew are up. This is only round 2, and so much stuff has happened. Round 2, the crew are up. Last turn, Casadora tried to get them into shape to assist, and they were all kind of cowering and screaming in panic. She's going to try that again here. We'll see if they can pull it off. I'm going to do a willpower test for all of them. little bit of a bonus from last time. Oh,
Oh, wow.
we've got 4 successes on 3 dice. That's pretty good. All right. Well, the crew pull out what sidearms and basic weapons they have and begin to try to assist and get into the fight. So we're going to have crew start to move and take cover behind various places and try to help out. This guy's going to charge you, Scorcha, and this guy is going to take cover over here. All right, Grave Scorcha, this crew member comes charging at you with a small... does he have a knife on him? I guess not. Do we have a knife weapon? Let's check that first. Weapons. Something as basic as a knife seems really out of place in 40k, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Combat shotgun, but no combat knife.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's definitely not Nastardi's combat knife. That's probably a little big for this guy.
A vibro knife.
Yeah.
What's it called? A
Vibro knife.
That might be a different game.
I feel like that's what they say in the like the novels.
Well, let's look at the stats of this thing and see what it does. Maybe it's pathetic.
37 damage.
Oh my god, there's so many weapons in this game. Where'd it go? Ba-ba-ba. Base damage 3. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll just count this as base damage 3, but we won't give it all the other crazy shit that it's got. So, here we go, Grave Scorcha. He runs up with his knife and attempts to stab you. I'm just going to do the unarmed profile, but, yeah. And what's your defense?
Cool. Dang it, I just had my shit up. Defense is 3.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good defense, huh?
You're pretty good at this game. So good. He misses.
He would have hit
Alright.
me.
This guy in the back is going to take a shot at this orc over here.
Oh no. Is
You
that
see he
yeah,
pulls
boy?
out- I don't know if it is, but he's about to be dead, boy. He has a las pistol. That will hit for a whopping pachoo 7 damage. Wow, so good.
I feel like the resilience is around 7 or 8.
The resilience is 5 on an orc boy,
Okay.
so
okay.
he'll roll a little toughness here to
Oh, but
That's a complication. That's okay. He does soak it. Well, he soaks one of it, so he takes a wound.
Okay.
He's hurt, but it's a las gun. About the results you'd expect. Okay, this one on the other side is going to shoot the other orc boy with his
This-
las pistol.
This one.
I can't see the character sheets in the way. He
Oh.
scores a hit with a whopping 8 damage.
Oh.
Okay, let's do a test for him. He soaks some of it. He is out of shock and exhausted, and he is hurt. And then we have this one over here. He's going to run up and try to attack you, Loktar, with his knife. Gotcha. Ooh, a complication. He does score a hit, though. So it was 3 base, and his strength is 2, so he does 5 whopping damage to you. So that'll be reduced by your resilience. And then his complication, his weapon jams. We'll say that his knife gets stuck in part of your armor plating, and he no longer has it, so he is now unarmed. And the remaining 2 crew, this guy will take a shot at Iron Jaws from a distance. Obviously doesn't want to get anywhere near that. And he does score a hit? No. Is
Ooh.
Iron Jaws really defense 3? Holy shit, he is. Okay. All right. This guy's gonna fuck around with the computer.
Good call.
You're not sure what he's doing.
What-
Grave
That man's
Scorcher.
playing Galaga.
Better do it while he can.
Well, so I'm gonna say that Kyle knows that probably staying on Octavia. Is it Octarius?
Octarius. Yeah.
Octarius. Staying on Octarius is a good idea. But Grave Scorcher's really pissed that this guy is interrupting. So he's gonna burn the crew member.
All right. Now keep in mind, I think you can't be in combat and use the flamethrower, if I correct.
Oh, okay. So, all right, then take that out. Am I able to then, since I'm not like moving, can I unequip the Burna and take out my Choppa?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah, fuck that plan. I'll just keep going on Octarius then.
All right.
So I stow my Burna and take out my Choppa and go swinging.
Okay, I do think he put the flames out. I'm looking at his character sheet. He's not on fire anymore. I think he must
Yeah,
have put them out last turn.
you rolled to put him out.
Yeah. Well, he's got extra arms, so he's equipped to do just that.
Patting himself down. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
as one does. That is
What
a
the
shit
fuck?
ton. Oh my god,
God.
11 successes.
Bro,
what?
you
What
didn't
is that?
fail.
What
You
happened?
had kill. Wait, hold on. Are you attacking Octarius or the crew member?
8 dice.
Octarius.
Every single one of them is a success, and you have 3 potential shifts. What would you like to do with them?
I'm gonna put all of them in damage.
Okay, go ahead and shift them. Great roll.
Oh my god.
Wow. 13 damage, huh? Well, he is going to try to soak. He has a little bit of shock remaining.
Okay.
He
Oh,
soaks.
goddamn.
Oh fuck.
He only had 1 shock left, so he can only soak 1 point of damage.
Oh, and now he's
now
exhausted.
So he soaks 1, which means he takes 12.
Jesus.
He has a resilience of 10,
Oh, goddamn.
and he is currently at 9 out of 11 wounds. He is dead.
Goddamn, Kyle, you're such a fucking
Just
champion.
enough, Kyle. Exactly on the money. I don't always like to pull the curtain back, but I think that was worthwhile.
I mean, just
Excellent.
the fact that I rolled a fucking perfect. My
Yeah,
first
that's-
fucking roll of the night. Let's go, boys.
How does he die? I mean, I think a perfect roll deserves.
Can you do me a favor and bring up his character art for me?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to. Let me find him. Hold on.
Let me see how fucking Grave
Uh,
Scorcher dissects him.
There you go. And he's got
Oh,
the
yeah.
mech. He's got 2 mechadendrites coming off his back. The little metal tentacle things. One's got a
Oh.
gun and one's got a claw on it.
Okay. So I think Grave Scorcher would start by burying the Choppa into his like neck, like down to his collarbone, just
Mhm.
like a big slice. Grab 2 of his arms, pull him off Jack style, Mortal Kombat 2. And then take the claw, clamp it around his neck, and then take the other mechatendrite with the gun and blow his head off.
Wow. Yeah. That is the last of Octarius and whatever schemes he had with the Blackstone as you completely annihilate him. Well done. You can give yourself a point of wrath for killing him. Loktar, you are up. What do you do?
Okay. So Loktar sees in front of him the Enforcer, so he's going to take out that fancy glowy Void Saber of his. means we'll go in for a little slice and dice and see what we can get done here.
All right. Were you wounded at the start of the fight? I thought you were unwounded.
Oh, no, that was just testing before the...
yeah. Make sure you take that off.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go with the saber. I can do like an all-out attack here, couldn't I?
It sounds about right. Yeah.
How do I trigger like a special weapon attack?
You just have to manually do it
Yeah,
in
you just gotta
when
manually change that stuff.
it brings
Okay.
up the attack
So
thing.
what
Yeah.
does it do?
Plus 2 dice to melee attacks, but minus 2 defense.
Okay, yeah. So just add 2 dice when the
Sure.
thing pops up.
All right, let's do that. And
Good choice, because this is one of the guys with the riot shield, so they've got pretty high
we can
defense.
slash through this here. All right, rolling it up. Ooh, only 2 successes. So, but I can use a point of wrath to reroll my failures, right?
Yes.
So let's do that. How do I actually?
Just
Got it.
right-click on it and then do reroll. There you
Much
go.
better. Much better.
6 successes. All right, no shifts, so just roll the damage.
Okay, so this weapon has an AP value. How is that going to factor in? Were there is
AP
resilience?
reduces their resilience.
Okay.
Well, resilience from their armor, if they have any. Wow.
So 11 damage at AP minus 3, and with the brutal trait, which I think adds +1 damage.
No, that's when you roll extra damage dice.
Oh, okay, I already factored that in then. Okay.
Wow. Okay. So 11 damage, AP3 is the big kicker here. I need to check one thing here for his shield that he has. Okay, just gives him extra armor. Oh, it's invulnerable though. That's what it was. So shield armor can't be reduced.
Ah.
His regular armor can, so he still has a decent... How much did you do? 11?
11 AP3.
Okay, he's going to try to soak that. Some of it, at least. He soaks 1. Take it down to 10. Okay. He is hurt. Definitely the best hit anyone's gotten on him so far, but he is still standing. Octarius is dead. Get him out of the combat. Orc boys!
Fuck yeah.
I'm not sure who was controlling these. Probably Head Haka and Peppa, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The left guy.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna both go gank this one enforcer, or did you want to? Oh wait, hold on. I think my guy had a melee weapon, so he's definitely gonna fist fight.
Let's see. Four. That's not ideal, but yeah, I guess we just have to fight. I'll
Move that one here.
Oh wait, I've got a random question. For the bits and bobs on the map here, is there anything that would seem like a good place to take cover under? Not for these orc boys, but I want to not be in Casadora's line of sight necessarily, if I can.
Yeah, any of this
Avoid
stuff
that.
here is tall enough that they're standing by, and then the platform in the middle, you can see it's a couple steps up. So it's, if you're standing on the ground level where you guys are, this thing is probably about head height, so probably about 5-6 feet off the ground. So she's got an elevated position on you, so she's kind of hard to see because she's behind those computer banks too. But yeah, any of the stuff down here on the ground level, you can hide behind.
All right, we're gonna rock in and hit this guy.
All right.
Can we call that a charge, or he wasn't that far back?
How far do you have to be for a charge?
Good question. I think it was like 10 units, 2 squares. Is that right? I can't jump to the. Yeah, I'll find it.
Charge.
Melee attack. Charge. You can charge. When you charge, you move up to double your speed and make a melee test with 1 bonus dice. Must you move at least 4 meters.
How far do you? I think you only moved. Did you move 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could just both do all-out attacks and try to rip him to shreds.
I mean, when you're when your defense too, doesn't really
It doesn't matter at this point, yeah.
Guess not to the AP. Who knows what?
Right? AP1 fucking
Dig
melta gun.
constructor laser. All right, sure.
All right, let her rip.
Slap him.
I'll let Matt go first, and then I'll roll after.
Hold on. Choppa, there it is.
Keep in mind that your orcs, both your orcs are exhausted from
Hey.
they're at full shock right now.
Oh yeah. And that.
That means we can't make special melee attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, then-
Um,
Forget all that conversation. We're just gonna
You can only
walk in and hit him.
perform
yeah,
a basic
yeah.
combat action. Yeah.
Okay. And any more shock you take becomes mortal wounds.
Sheesh.
So get out the shock balls, baby. All right, go for it.
Yep.
Damn, pretty good.
Gonna say
I like
hit,
it.
Roll your damage.
I'm gonna.
Oh, shifted.
Wait, hold on. Where is it? It's like opening it. There we go.
There you go. Nice.
10
Okay.
damage. He is wheeling. He is so hurt right now.
Do I throw a stick bomb or do I just choppa him? I guess we'll just choppa.
Oh my.
Wow.
But no shifts, damn.
7 successes out of 8. That's pretty fucking good.
Indeed. Roll damage.
Dang.
Wow.
Calm
9
down,
damage.
boys. We're rolling the heat too early.
That is it. Enforcer is down for the count. Head
Boys.
hacker. You're up.
All right. I think I'm gonna lob a grenade into the crewman on my
Okay.
immediate left, so I can
Okay.
kind of take his spot undercover.
Okay. Smoke him out.
Oh. Go.
Got the range? I'd imagine you do. It's not that far, but
Yeah, it's like 10. And
you might need to equip the grenade so you can actually roll it on your character sheet. If you don't
Well,
have it.
I'm gonna use the Mega Blaster.
Oh, okay. So
Which
by
is-
lob a grenade, you meant shoot the death laser.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Obliterate a
Gun.
small section of the ship.
Yeah.
Ship takes 1 point of damage every time you use that thing indoors.
Oh boy.
Understandable.
Well, that's okay. Go ahead and
It's
shift.
got
You
a
got
punch,
2
right?
of them there. Yeah.
I think with a blast weapon, you can't shift for damage, so I'll just throw it into
So you can shift 1
Stuff.
for glory. Okay.
glory.
Okay, how much damage we got?
It's,
Lots. Yes.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good amount. Hold on. Let me shift glory. Okay, great.
21.
Well-
Whoa.
You have killed the crewman, but you've also annihilated the cover he was standing behind. So this thing of crates or barrels, whatever they are, is just gone.
Is the blast far enough to get to Casadora?
No, it's 4. I was
I'm
doing
sorry,
measurements earlier.
I thought you were targeting this guy on the side. My bad.
Oh no, the one that's slightly closer to me.
Okay. Well, same thing. He is dead, and both of these pieces of cover are just exploded.
Is there a big
Great
crater
stuff.
that I could jump into?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, there's wreckage, smoldering ruin. Grave scorching. You see a large, typical blue explosion, which you know is Head Hacka's gun go off, and the crew member and the cover are gone when the smoke clears.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and move. And it is the rogue trader's turn. What tricks does she have up her sleeve? Hmm. Well, I think it makes sense. She sees a lot of orcs in front of her. So I think she's gonna lob a grenade.
Oh,
Because
fuck.
that's what you gotta do, right?
So rude.
Let me just check the stats on this thing if it's worth actually throwing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so Matt, blast weapon. Tell me again. I pick a spot and it's DN3 to hit. Right?
I think that's right. Yeah. DN3 ballistic skill test.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And what the number of blast? That's how many squares? Right?
Yeah.
How many meters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's let's just say if it's blast 6, that's a
Oh, no.
6 meter diameter or radius?
I think radius. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well, she's only got one of these, and now seems like a great time to use it. She is gonna throw a grenade right about here and try to hit all 4 of you.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she's gonna do. She has an Eldar plasma grenade, which she is gonna toss your guys' way. Blast 6.
Oh,
Damn.
boy.
well,
All right.
does she have to target someone, or can she just choose an area and then it blasts from there?
It says when you fire or throw a blast weapon, choose any point in range, including another character, then make a DN3 test.
Oh,
Apply range effects as normal. Yep. So it'll be DN4 because she's wounded. So yeah, I mean, with 6 blast, she'll just throw it around here, and it'll hit all of you guys. Obviously, she'll throw it so it doesn't hit her. All right. Well, here we go. GG's. Oh!
thank God!
Thank God
Wow.
we've got Ruin.
Oh man, why do you gotta ruin everything?
Now I know why it's fucking named that.
Oh!
Oh,
fucking-
Goes from 0 to 5. Massive blue explosion, Halo style, envelops more of the bridge. We'll put that on the damage chart here. This bad boy does. Well, it does 5 ED, but only got 1, so it does 11 damage AP1. Those orcs are toast.
Yeah, they're super dead. But is there a way for us to like dodge out of the way?
We can dodge.
How does dodge work?
Yeah.
That's like if you take the full defense action, it increases your defense, and you can potentially miss it. Oh no, wait.
Sorry, we've made you the go-to rules guy for this game, Matt. Even though this is the first time you've ever played.
well, it's
If you're caught,
it's the blast rules, okay?
Here. Okay. Grenades and AOE. DN3 to hit point and range. All targets in blast are hit. And let's see what else it says. Anyone hit by a blast can attempt to dodge, as detailed in the dodging area effect attacks. Oh, which is a combat action here. Use full round defense to raise your resilience. Okay, hold on. Okay, if you're caught in a blast or hit by a flamer, you may attempt the full defense combat action, adding 1 plus any icons to your resilience instead of your defense. So you don't avoid the attack necessarily, but you can avoid it to the point where you're taking less damage. So if you dodge a grenade, you do the full defense action, but it goes towards your resilience instead of your defense.
Gotcha.
If you guys would like to do that.
I don't want to lose my current turn, so I will just take the hit.
Okay.
I think I do need to try
Yeah.
to mitigate the damage, so I will do
Yeah.
that.
Keep in mind, you can do your determination rolls too if you have any shock left, and try to soak with your toughness.
Just
So-
like a wee bit left.
Chris, real quick reminder for AP -1. That just means if it knocks your rating down by 1.
Yeah. So I think in the base rules, AP just reduces your resilience. but there's an optional rule which I think makes more sense. It only ignores resilience of your armor. So if you're resilience 8 because your toughness 8, the AP is not going to do anything. But if you're AP
Okay.
8 and you have 4 armor and 4 toughness, it's going to reduce your armor by 1. Because that's,
Okay.
as far as with the tabletop, that's what AP does in 40k, is it reduces your armor. So that's what it stands for, armor penetration. So yeah, if you have armor, it reduces it by 1 unless you have an invulnerable armor save.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, if you guys want to roll your toughness for determination to try to soak some of that, it's up to you.
I'm gonna do a quick initiative roll first for full defense, and then let's see. That gives me 2.
Resilience.
All right. So I guess 8 minus 1 is 7. So that's
Wait, so is the toughness just going towards soaking it?
Yeah, it's not hitting you though, Kyle.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'm
she
just-
threw it
I'm
over here, so it's just hitting
Oh.
this part of
I
it.
thought it was a big motherfucker.
No, she doesn't want to kill one of her dudes. She's not that ruthless yet.
Oh, good. More people for me to smack around.
All right, Peppa, what's it gonna be?
Okay. Let's see. I would like to called shot.
Well, did you soak any of the damage?
No, yeah, I didn't soak the damage. I'm just taking the damage.
Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna do a toughness roll.
Yeah, because I don't want to suddenly become exhausted.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just take the damage.
All right. Oh, look, there's actually a button that says determination on your character sheet. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, okay. All right, so you take the damage. Head Hacka, how about you? You did the full defense. Are you gonna soak it all?
yeah. I'll soak. I
Soak
guess 1, which does make me exhausted.
Oof.
But that's 2 plus 1 plus 1. Is that? Well then, I say this 3 is 2, so I'm at 6 out of 7 wounds.
Okay. All right. Well, luckily that is the only grenade that she has on her, and then she is going to take cover back over here, going around the table. And that is the Rogue Trader's turn. Up to Dr. Peppa and a very loud cat. Hello, cat.
Oh,
We're not playing Alien right now. Wrong game.
okay. So I'm going to called shot. I guess at her head. So that increases my DN by 2, and will increase my damage size by 2.
You're gonna have to get closer, because keep in mind this thing is up.
Oh,
and she's moved all the way
I
back.
didn't see she
so-
moved. Yeah,
Yeah, so you can't, between all the stuff and the height, you don't actually have line of sight to her right now.
gotcha. Rip. Then instead, I'm going to target this crew member, and I'm going to take his place.
Okay, it's fair.
What is the range between this guy? He's within short range. Haha, fuck you, bro.
Okay, and cover. Oh, it added resilience, didn't it? If you recall. You do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bonus resilience.
Okay. So I'll still called shot his head because I have a talent for called shots. What does that talent do? Dead
Ooh,
shot.
Cool.
So I will take the aim action,
Right.
which I can't move, and make a called shot, and I will double the bonus ED I receive.
All right.
So bonus DN of 2. And what does the aim action do? Give me just a second. Sorry, boys. So many different pages I have to look at.
What are you looking at? Aim?
Yeah, trying to find aim. On which of the... There it is. +1 bonus dice to ranged attacks. Okay, great. Now there's a button for aim. Can I click that? I can. 3 successes. I will
Okay.
use a wrath.
All right.
12
Um,
successes.
Ooh,
Now we're
He's
talking.
only.
wrath.
Oh my god. I was gonna say he's only defense 1.
Oh, it was making him defense 4.
Yeah, he should be. Well, defense 2 because you're wounded.
And then I took the aimed
Called shot.
Yeah, so that tracks then, yeah.
Okay.
So, you know what I want to make?
You remember you can only put up to 1 in glory if you want to do any glory.
Right. What was our glory at? 1?
It's at
Alright,
1 currently. Yep.
Shift to glory. And then 3 to damage, boys.
Okay, roll it. Yeah, even if he rolled perfectly, that wouldn't help. He is incinerated by your galvanic rifle that you looted from the bros.
Nice.
He dead.
So I don't know if it added in. It didn't add in the ED from Called Shot.
Okay.
So I'll
So
have
he's
to figure
more
out.
dead.
Yeah, he's more dead, but I'll have to figure out how to do that.
Okay. Fair enough. Enforcers are up. This guy moves in to try to put you down, Kyle. He's
Alright.
got a shield and a shock maul. He takes a swing. He does not score a
What?
hit.
The fuck? The
We will-
chaos is with me tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna use another point of ruin there. Get fucked, boy!
Ow.
Ouch.
6 successes for a whopping 10 damage. AP 1. Agonizing. Designed to inflict maximum pain, these weapons damage mind and morale as much as body. Every wound inflicted by an agonizing weapon also inflicts shock.
Whoa.
Gross.
That's actually awful.
So
Holy shit.
any wounds that go through, that's what that means. So whatever actual
Okay.
damage you take, you also take that much shock.
Gotcha. Okay. What a dick. What a fucking dick. I don't like
I said
that
quit
guy.
resisting.
What's your name?
My badge number is 1348.
I'm gonna carve
Hit
it into
record.
your belly.
Are you going to resist?
Uh,
Soak, I mean.
Yes.
Okay. So roll determination
Oh.
on the combat tab.
Wait, is determination the...
It's the toughness soaking thing. It's called
Oh, okay.
determination.
Okay.
Once again, Foundry pulling it together. So yeah. So I think it gave you the shock point, right? Automatically.
Yeah.
And so you reduced the damage by 1, so now it's damage 9, AP 1.
Okay, so then if I... But do you take a wound automatically? Like in fantasy? Like even if your shit whittles it down to 0?
If the damage is 0, it's nothing. If the damage equals your resilience, then you take 1 shock damage.
Yeah, so then I would just get the shock damage.
Okay, so you take another point of shock then, is what you're
Correct.
saying, right?
Yeah, so I just picked up a shock.
But you also took 1 because you soaked 1.
Correct. Oh,
You
okay,
should-
yes.
You
So okay, so I got 2. Okay.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
Now we're
Nice.
square.
Okay. Well, you grit your teeth, and he seems surprised that you're not dying or writhing in pain. Iron Jaws is gonna come charging in. He sees this guy sneaking up behind you, Locktar, and he's gonna crush him. He's gonna crush him good with his power claw.
Oh my
That
god.
was so many dice.
fucking
What
dice.
the heck?
11 successes, people, for 20 damage.
Bye. Goodbye, sir.
He charges in with a mighty wah, picks the guy up, and cleaves him in twain. Blood showering everywhere, including you, Locktar. and you see the familiar red glow in his eyes to know that Iron Jaws is lost in the throes of battle right now.
He's in his happy place.
This is my ship. At the top of round 3, crew are going to take another morale test here because they are getting demolished.
Yeah,
No
this dude
bonus
just
this
watched
time.
me. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Crew are breaking and fleeing. Well, what's left of them. This guy's running for the door. This guy's running for the other door. And the guy next to you can take an attack of opportunity because he is just running from you, Scorcha.
okay. Yeah, let's. Oh, where do you think you're going? Oh boy.
DN2. Yep. You have a hit. Roll the damage. Is it enough? Oh, yeah. 12 damage is plenty to put this guy down as he stumbles under the weight of your choppa and is no more. Well done. The other guys make it to the door, and as this one runs through the door, you guys see coming down the hallway 2 of the tech priest's servitors enter the room. One of them has a gun arm, the other one has some sort of melee weapon in place of its arm. And let's add them to the initiative, shall we? The same initiative, put them in the same place. Okay. Initiative 1, not great. Grave Scorcher, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, he's gonna look around, see who's left, sees the enforcer standing there, and will swing upon him.
Right.
You're the only one left.
Those dice are so impossible to read, but my god. 8 successes, damn. Okay, well, he's not going to do much about that, so go for it. 12 damage, huh? Okay, he's definitely going to try to soak this. Whoops.
Oh,
Okay. So
wow.
He soaks 3 of that, which makes it 9 damage, and his resilience will soak all of that and then some.
Wow.
He gets the shield up in time, and it just clangs off the side, and you can hear from under his helmet, "You'll have to do better than that, Xeno scum." Laktar.
Alright, well, Laktar, invigorated after seeing Iron Jaws completely gib that guy next to him, will take the opportunity and try to go back into this enforcer with the Void Saber and see if we can put this guy down. Are there any sort of like benefits for like outnumbering? Is that a thing in this game? Or is this orc next to me not conscious? Right?
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Guess you can't help then if he's dead.
He tried.
I will again do a all-out attack to get a couple extra dice on there.
All right.
So target this guy, click this thing, dice pool at 2. And let's go in with the blade.
Nice.
Okay. So I can take this shift. I think.
You got 2 shifts. Or no, only 1 you can use.
So shift that for damage. And then roll this up for damage.
Wow.
2 6s for damage, and I think brutal.
Brutal
How-
should make that count as 2 points of damage instead of 1.
Yeah, looks like brutal's adding that.
Because the Void Saber's 10 damage, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
got
So,
it. Yep.
It did it.
Yep.
It did it correctly.
So that's going to need 14 damage and an AP of 3 to the enforcer with the shield.
Nice.
That is enough, I think. Yeah, he is definitely down for the count. Even with all of his stuff to soak, it won't matter. Yeah, you drive the blade right through the shield, right
Yeah.
through his chest, and he collapses to the ground in a puddle of blood.
Can I then move after attacking?
Yes.
I'm going to rush on in to the old Castador over here and get myself ready for next turn and go for the Rogue Trader.
The orc boys are all dead. Let's take them off the initiative track. So, Head Hacka, you are next. Grave Scorcha is having some problems with that one enforcer.
And that's tough, but I've dove into the rubble as a defensive action and don't really have anything to do this round
Okay.
to save my butt from the grenade earlier.
All right. Well, Casadora sees you charging up the ramp, and she is going to try to put you down. You see that she uncoils from her belt some sort of power whip, and she takes a swipe at you with it.
Okay.
Loktar. Your defense 1 now?
I
'Cause you took a
assume.
full ground action?
Yeah, I assume we can't go below 1. 1's the minimum.
Correct. Yeah, 1's the minimum.
Then yeah, defense 1.
Okay, so this is not counting. That's going to change that. So you'll be defense 2 because she is injured, but it's auto changing it for some reason. Well, here, let me just do this. Let me just take the wounded condition off her for a second, because then it should do it correctly. There we go. Yep. DN2? Yeah. She'll spend a point of ruin to... no, she won't. She'll keep it for now.
Now, can he do a full defense after doing an all-out attack?
Let's find out.
A full defense.
Well, let's see. What was it called? Full attack?
All-out
Yes.
attack and full defense.
Let's see. All attack.
What is full defense?
I think you can. Well, let's see. Because all out attack is a melee option, and full defense is a full round action. So, no. Because it's a full round action.
What's attack option?
At least, let's see.
Full defense. You can activate full defense as a reflexive action. If you do so, you can't perform move it, combat, or simple actions on your next turn.
Okay, so he could, because he hasn't taken a reflexive action this turn, but if you do, you can't do anything next turn.
I will not be doing that. No. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
All right.
That
Well,
sounds
she didn't,
very un-orky to me to be defensive. Go
She
about
didn't-
that all-out attack. Okay.
she didn't get an amazing hit here. I'm not going to spend any ruin. I've only used 2 ruin, right? I've done 2 rerolls?
Did you increase a damage in some way with? Can you do that as well?
No, not to my knowledge. I should be at, because I started with 4, so I should be at 2.
Yeah, you did start at 4. I know that.
Yeah, because it's equal to number of players. I think I've only rerolled twice.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I don't remember, honestly.
She's not gonna spend one, but we'll roll damage here. For 8 damage minus 2, and every point of damage you take will also inflict a point of shock because it is agonizing. It's like an electro whip.
So AP, so that means that lowers my resilience by 2. Is that AP minus 2?
If you have any AP from armor, and I don't think Loktar has armor. It's just from
believe
his
so.
It's just naked.
He's just an orc with the glowy sword and, a will to kill.
Well, your resilience is 5, but his toughness is only 4. So where's the other point coming from?
I don't know.
It's parry. You gain +1
okay.
defense against melee attacks when wielding a parry weapon. Oh wait, no, +1 defense, not resilience.
So that didn't make me defense 3 then, technically?
Yeah, so she would have to spend a ruin to try to hit you, because it would have
Okay.
been defense 3. So I will
Okay.
do that. What? No more wrath? No, not.
Oh, is it counting her as a character? So she's using Wrath instead of Ruin?
It might be because I already rolled it too.
Oh.
Okay, well I can do it manually.
It's fine. Go with it.
Just roll 5 dice.
Yeah,
1,
you got it.
2. She got 2 more, so that is enough. So she hits you for 8 damage, AP 2.
Okay.
Look,
And
these
then I
counts
can
give
do
you bonuses
a
here.
resilience check to try to. Sorry, I do a
Determination.
check
Yep.
to attempt to reduce the damage I take.
Okay. So you soak 2. I'm sorry, you soak 3, but you take 3 points of shock damage. Every point of damage you soak that way gives you a point of shock.
Gotcha. Okay. So they reduced my damage by 3, so I was taking
So that'll bring it down to 5. AP 2.
Okay. Okay, that's not so bad then. Okay.
Why is he resilience 5 though? Not sure why that is. Because that's all resilience is, right? Is your toughness and armor, right?
No, I think there's another stat because my toughness is 5, but our orc armor is only like 1. It's 2, but my resilience is 8. So there's some other stat in there.
I think
Might
you
be
have like a
willpower?
base of like just 1 or something. You start at 1 and
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
Foundry hasn't led us astray yet, so we'll assume Foundry is correct. So, all right. Okay, and then Matt, for any points of damage you took, you also take another point of shock because of the agonizing.
Take a point of shock. Oh, so I gain. Oh, I guess I'm over my shock then.
Okay,
So
you're
I'm not exhausted.
Yes. Okay. All right, but you're still standing.
Better than not standing.
Unfortunately, the gun servitor or the servitors are next. They see Iron Jaws, the closest target, and they are obviously going to target him. So the gun servitor opens up with its heavy bolter. Oh yeah. Die, orc scum. Oh, that is a lot of 2s. All right, we're using the last point of ruin here.
Nice.
Ew.
Oh.
Bullets everywhere and does nothing.
It's like
No
the
fan.
outline of him.
Yep. Explosions rip into
Holy
the bridge area, but that's it. However, the other servitor is going to charge forward gloriously and get into combat.
Yeah, boy.
What did charge do again, Matt?
Gives you +1 dice when charging,
Okay.
unless you go your run speed plus make a basic attack and +1 dice.
Yeah, he's definitely communicating. Okay, well, he will try that with his servo arm. Give him a bonus die. That will hit. And we're going to shift that for damage. Why is it DN 5? He is defense 3. Iron Gob, what does that do? +1 armor. Oh, I didn't target him, that's why. Yeah, so Iron Jaws is defense 3. So he can shift one of these. So that's going to roll damage. I'll just roll an extra die here and see if it does anything for damage. It does 1 point. So we're doing a total... Ooh, good roll there. 11 damage, AP 3, brutal, and unwieldy. Oh, that's what it is. Unwieldy increases. Okay, that's why it was DN 5. Makes sense. So 11 damage, AP 3. He'll try to soak that. Because he's the boss. Nice. He soaks 5. All right. Iron Jaws is exhausted,
Oh boy.
but he soaks all that. And does he even take damage?
King shit.
He reduces damage by 5. It drops it down to 6. Nope. It doesn't hurt him. Iron Jaws is still unscathed, much to the servitor's confusion. Peppa!
All right. Can I see the enforcer that Grave Scorcher is fighting after Ed Aka atomized
Yes.
all? Okay, super cool.
Absolutely.
Super cool. So I'm gonna take the aim action so I don't hit him, and I
Okay.
get my dead shot bonuses. And then I'm gonna call shot. Is he wearing like a helmet or something?
Yeah, he's got full armor and the shield.
Okay. All right.
Just so Matt can see, this is what the enforcers look like. And they
No.
2 of them have riot shields.
Oh, they're tough.
Well,
looking.
one of them does, because the other one's dead.
So can I aim for the gap between his helmet and his chest piece? which would be tiny for a +3 DN.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think there's different versions of Cult Shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll
absolutely.
be +3 DN. But if I hit, I'll get +3 damage dice times 2 +6 damage dice.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Peppa, really quick, who's your target?
The guy you're fighting,
Oh,
the
sweet.
enforcer with the shield. So,
If you aim, does that counteract shooting into combat?
it does.
Okay. Then go for it.
All right. I just gotta put the right things here. So if I hit, it would be 6 bonus ED. Let's see. And so he's. What is his DN normally? Is it 6? So I
It's
can just put
5.
plus. Okay, but I'm wounded. So it's 6 +3. Oh man.
Wow.
I might miss.
Big gamble here. Oh ho ho!
Oh
I
gosh.
don't.
You lunatic. 10 successes.
Holy
That is
crap,
some
dude.
Modaka right there, baby.
Weak
All right.
eye.
Roll damage dice, boys.
11 dice. Holy shit. Get.
Oh, only +2.
Oh, what does rending do? Really good.
Let's see. When you shift an exalted icon as part of an attack, the weapon's AP improves by the rending rating.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it's AP 1 then.
I didn't shift because I couldn't shift.
Oh, you didn't? All right.
Yeah. But I was aiming between his neck, so if you want to, I don't know, reduce his armor or defense or something.
Well, you get your bonus ED. That's what that does, right? The Cult Shot.
It has multiple things. So you get bonus ED, and then at the DM's or GM's discretion. Let me read it. Hold on. There's too many attack options.
There really is.
There's too many things. Okay. Called shots may also bypass a target's armor. This might include shooting at the target's head, who is not wearing a helmet, or targeting an area weaker of the armor. The GM determines how much armor you may bypass when using the called shot. So that's up to you.
I'm gonna say no because you're shooting through the gap on the shield, and you're shooting into combat to avoid hitting Grave Scorcha,
That's gonna
and
shit,
you're
yeah.
shooting halfway across the room, and you're shooting through the rubble and smoke of the crater that Head Hacka made. So
Perfectly fair.
I think all the extra damage dice is enough. How much damage? 12?
Wait, I can reroll failed damage with the wrath.
Can you? I was gonna say.
It says I can, but I don't know.
Let's double check that.
Yeah, when I right click it, it says I can, but I don't know if that's actually how it works. I'll probably just save it for Casadora instead.
After you've rolled your dice pool for a test, I don't believe rolling damage is a test.
Okay, then it looks like Foundry is incorrect.
It is not yet. Well, hold on, let's make sure. Yeah, a test is when you're rolling against a difficulty number.
Gotcha. Okay, then that is it. That is my turn. 12 damage.
AP 1 from the thing.
No,
Okay.
I did not shift. So no
Oh,
AP.
Sorry.
No
sorry,
AP.
I keep saying
Yep.
that. Okay. Well, he's got a little bit of shock left.
Damn,
1 to
still
be
some-
exact.
Sheesh.
So he soaks 1. So that is 11 damage. It is enough to get through and do some damage on him. He is now wounded.
Damn,
And
he's only
exhausted.
now. Okay. All right, Kyle. Good luck.
Oh, yeah, exhausted and wounded.
Thanks, buddy.
That's good. All right, that remaining enforcer is up. Sluggishly, he swings, trying to put down this little rebellion. EN4 now. Oh, but he gets it.
Ow.
And can he shift that? Yep, he can shift one of these.
You could go full defense, Kyle, but I don't know if that'll work.
He's got 6
how it
successes
goes.
total against 4, so you'd need to get at least 1 success on your dodge if you want to do that.
Right. Or you can just save your turn for next turn and try to kill him.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing that. Let's see what happens.
Alrighty. Survey says 11 damage, AP 1. And remember, any damage you take also becomes a point of shock from the agonizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I am then exhausted.
Okay. You can check that off on the effects tab. The third one
Okay.
with the little guy on the ground, like explosion behind him.
Okay.
Did you take any damage?
I did.
Okay. Well, he'll take that, and we're going to finish it up with Iron Jaws, the end of the round, who is going to try to clobber this servitor. Oh my god. Oh, 3 shifts. You know where they're going, folks. All into damage. All damage, all the time. 20 damage from the boss.
Fucking bye, dude.
Only 2 resilience on these guys. Well, he does so... Oh, wait, they don't have shock. Maybe they can't.
Does he just take 23 damage?
Hold on. This servitor has some other abilities. I guess. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's... I forgot. On regular dudes that aren't, like, special NPCs, you have to spend Ruin to even make a determination roll.
Oh,
So
okay.
he can't actually do that. And it says here, spend 1 Ruin to roll 3d6 for determination. Okay. Well, surprise, surprise, 20 damage will kill him.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call that a surprise at this point.
So he dead. Iron Jaws roars in triumph and begins stomping over towards this other servitor. Top of 4. Crew are all gone at this point. We'll get rid of them as they take off. Scorcha, you are up. There is a servitor, a rogue trader, and an enforcer remaining.
Yeah, I am getting pretty freaking sick of this enforcer, so gonna chop on him again.
All right. The N6. That's
Okay.
not going to do it.
I will reroll.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you want to spend a
Yeah,
point of
we
glory?
glory, bro, glory.
Yeah, I'll go with glory then.
All right. 1 extra die.
And I just hit
Roll a d6. Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to add glory
Dude,
that way.
yes.
Nice.
Ooh,
You did
okay.
it.
So you hit him. How much
Alright.
damage would that be?
The base of the choppa is 7.
Mhm.
And yeah,
2 ED,
3
Yeah, is there-
ED.
Any ED?
3 ED.
Mhm.
A 4 ED because you're wounded, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
you'd have an extra dice too, wouldn't you? Because you're wounded from the choppa.
correct.
As a law.
I think it throws those in.
Oh, it did. Okay. So roll 4 ED then for damage.
Wait, sorry. What would that be? What would that be then? In
4d6.
46. Okay.
On 4 6s, boys. Hey.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow.
Damn, son.
So that's was base 7, right?
Yeah, 12 damage is pretty solid.
Okay, well he is out of shock, so that will do a few more wounds. He is wavering. He's still going, but he is looking hurt. Laktar. An exhausted Laktar in single combat with the rogue trader.
Yeah, being exhausted seems not great, but kind of locked in at this point, and this is the whole mission. So, go big or go back to the pits. So, we're going big. So let's take out the old Void Saber, go toe to toe with her lightning whip thing, and see if we can make something happen here.
To the pits. What is this, Spartacus?
Well, going back to the Hall of Ship, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not about that life anymore.
I don't blame you.
So I'm gonna do an all-out attack because that's how we roll.
You can't because you're exhausted.
That's a good point. So then we will do a basic attack.
Okay.
And
Not gonna do it.
Not real particularly well, so we'll spend our point of wrath here. Get that at 1.
It's your first one or second one you're spending?
It's my second.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, a critical hit!
That
Yes.
does it.
Critical.
Here we
All
go,
right.
boys.
So it becomes a critical hit, and I have a shift.
Yes.
Add that to damage. And then do I roll the critical hit first or damage first?
Do damage, then the crit. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is going to do a 13 points of damage at AP 3.
All right. Well, she has a refractor field, so AP does not affect her. She has an invulnerable save.
Okay.
So first, let's try to soak some of that with her measly 3 determination. She soaks 1, so that's going to be 12 damage. Let me add that shock to her. 12 damage. Okay. And roll the critical, please, Locktar.
Oh boy.
Oh, 66. Grisly amputation. The foe's limb is removed with extreme prejudice, leaving their body in a crimson arc. The target
Wow.
suffers 1 mortal wound and 1 limb is destroyed. Roll a d6. On an even result, the activating player may choose the limb. On an odd result, the GM chooses. And you can spend a point of glory, and for every point of glory you spend, you can add an additional mortal wound to this.
I mean, can I just dump all of our glory to get 4 mortal wounds?
I'm
Yes.
okay with that.
I mean,
Do at least
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
King shit.
All right. Roll your d6 to see which limb it is. So on a
The head.
even, you can choose. On an odd, I will choose. Well, she has a she has a mechanical arm, much like what's his name does, Iron Jaws, and your Void Saber, a blade that she is all too familiar with and recognizes now that you're fighting her, cleaves through that bionic arm, and oil, sparks, and blood are dripping from what is left of that as it falls to the ground. And so you're doing a total of 5 mortal wounds. Invulnerable armor does not help with that. Matt, how does Locktar kill Casadora?
Dang, just
shit.
like that. Okay. Well, Locktar charged in earlier, took a little bit of hit from the whip, but then you got a little winded, a little heavily winded, or not right? But he then kind of took a deep breath, got the saber, went in, dove in under the whip again, came with a nice upping, cleaving strike right through her arm, which then sent her arm, the mechanical arm, flying. At which point, throws her down on the ground, takes his boot right above her head, and stomps down.
Oh, crushes the skull, Dead Island style. I like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that scene in Halloween where he's like, say something! And then he just fucking smashes his head. Love it. Head hacker.
He then says, for the
Wow.
Madboyz.
A resounding wah goes through the chamber with the few of you that are still standing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Grave Scorcher, you probably can see that happen from where you're standing.
Oh, and then he will collect the severed mechanical arm and keep it as a personal trophy.
Hell yeah, of course. Love it. All right. Well, Head Hacker, you can act this turn.
All
You're
right.
no longer taking cover.
Well, we got just the one guy on the servitor on the right, left, eh?
And the Enforcer that,
Oh,
that
he's still-
Kyle's fighting. Yeah, he's hurt, but he's still going.
You won't die.
Well, actually, what am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, sure. I can make an attempt to charge in there and
All
just
right.
stab that guy with a chopper.
All right, and give yourself an additional bonus die because you outnumber him. On top of the bonus for charging.
There it goes. Nice.
Not enough.
6. Well,
You have any wrath
throw a
left?
wrath on that. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Ooh, a critical hit.
Just enough.
Nice.
Why don't you just roll the critical, see if that's enough to kill him. Appalling detonation. Ill fortune causes the blow to strike the foe's
God.
volatile war gear. A chain of explosions tears their body apart into grisly red mist. The target suffers 2 wounds. If the target carried any explosives such as grenades or ammunition, they detonate, inflicting D3 mortal wounds. He does have a shotgun, so that is ammunition. So sure, yeah. So D3 mortal wounds. Go ahead and roll that if you'd like. 1 mortal wound. He is still standing with just 1 mortal wound. Go ahead and roll the damage on the attack and see if it is enough. Is it 9 and then +1 from the critical? We'll call it 10. That is exactly enough, Head Haka, to put this guy down. Ugh. Leaving the gun servitor remaining, can it do anything to Iron Jaws? We shall see. Gat. Ooh, a critical hit on the boss. Doing 18 damage. AP1. Holy shit.
God damn, son.
And rapid fire, extra dice, extra damage equals weapons rapid fire rating. Oh, that's why it did so much. Oh yeah, because it's ED2. So it's ED. Oh wow. Okay.
ED6.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
18 damage, AP1. Okay, that does a pretty big chunk on him. You see Iron Jaws stumble as the rain of bullets rip through him, causing explosions and renting his armor. He has no shock left to absorb that. He is still standing, but we have to roll the critical here. With bated breath. Overpowering assault. A stunning blow sends the foe lurching away, senses blurred by the brutal impact. The target suffers 3 shock and is staggered. And +2 shock for every glory you spend. So, as we may recall, when you suffer shock damage and you are exhausted, those become mortal wounds. He takes 3 mortal wounds.
Oh.
And I am going to spend a point of ruin here.
Oh no.
To make that 2 extra shock for 5 mortal wounds. Iron Jaws is dead.
Oh, straight up dead.
Oh my god.
As the critical hit is enough to overwhelm his massive frame, bullets detonating through his body, and a final one lodging in his iron gob and wrecking his head from his body.
Oh shit.
Definitely an issue, I guess.
All right, we'll end it. Well, we'll got one more round here, I think, before we take our break. So, Grave Scorcha.
Oh, I didn't get to go, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. You were the last one.
Peppa rolled
Go
a
ahead.
0 for initiative, but he still gets
Yes.
to go.
All right, buddy, you're up.
Oof, all right, well, seeing the gun servitor, I'm still in range, but
You know what? I think you all need to take a willpower test when you see that happen.
oh boy.
Because you just saw the boss get annihilated by a critical.
Oh, this isn't good.
It's not
Yeah.
like Storm.
Did anyone put any
Uh-oh.
points into willpower?
Absolutely not.
No, I did not. No.
Oh, I can't succeed then.
Wait, can we
I literally can't succeed.
Yeah.
No one can succeed?
No, there's no way.
All
Yeah.
right.
Make a
Okay.
willpower test? Yeah.
All right. So all of you triumphant for a moment as you see the rogue trader fall. But all of you can see or hear or soon learn that Iron Jaws is pulped by, oh god, a critical failure. Yeah, Head Haka, you like
Great.
you're peeing yourself or something, man, as you're running. Yeah, word ripples through at least your squad and parts of the other orcs that Iron Jaws is dead, DeBoss is dead, and outright chaos ensues as you guys retreat from the bridge, leaving the lone gun servitor to wonder what to do next. I think that's a fitting spot to take our break. Well done, boys. Grab yourselves Dr. Pepper, folks. We will be right back. All right, folks. We are back with Dr. Pepper and Old Man Butterscotch Candy, and it is fucking delicious. So, that took a turn. With Iron Jaws dead, the group of you just cannot hold your nerve, and you all retreat from the bridge, leaving behind his smoking, dead, charred corpse, but also that of the rogue trader and what was left of her bridge crew. As the next couple hours go by, word of Ironjaw's death quickly spreads through the tribe, and it is not long before a few other orcs who were not too keen on this rebellion or have obviously been eyeing things, particularly some of the knobs, begin to start to try to assert their dominance, and fighting breaks out between the tribe. And you are no longer united under a common goal, as a couple different war bands have now begun to splinter as this goes down. In the ensuing chaos, no one is able to assert dominance over the tribe, and the group of you are left licking your wounds and wondering what is to come next. So, we will pick it up, perhaps some hours later, or maybe even a day later, as the ship is effectively no longer under anyone's control. While the orcs are definitely the biggest presence on the ship, if other parties were to unite, you guys would obviously be outnumbered because there are so many bodies on this ship. However, it's basically become like a small territorial war zone on the ship over the next couple days. What do you guys plan to do about this?
Well, boys, boss is dead.
Well, that means we need a new boss then, right?
Yeah. Don't like none of the other knobs, though.
No. Well, suppose one of you.
Huh?
What about one of you?
None of us are that big, though.
Maybe I could fly the ship. That could be fun.
Yeah. Well, if we go kill the other knobs, one of us might be able to do it. Do you want to go knob hunting? Get us some teeth?
Be okay with that.
Hunting other knobs, huh? Take out everyone else? Make us be the last ones here?
Yeah. Maybe we should go talk to Sean Scar.
You know what to do.
Check on Zingeets. See how he's doing. Don't want none of the knobs and poaching on our grot.
Zingitz definitely would have been in touch at this point. At first, it's panic, as the bomb didn't go off quite as they had expected and did some damage to the ship. But it did alert the crew, who did hold up their end of the bargain. And luckily, even though the Ogrins started rampaging through the ship, they got distracted when the commissar showed up, which basically meant that the crew did not get pulverized by the Ogrins, as was about to happen. So the crew are relatively unscathed for the most part. Their leader is still alive, and the Ogrins are just aimlessly wandering through the ship now, looking for food and obviously for fights as well. Heretics have been slain to a man, more or less, the whereabouts of the psyker, Regina Cartren, is unknown. It's believed that she is still alive. No one has found any evidence to point otherwise. There are still pockets of the enforcers on the ship, and a couple there's lots of servitors, but without Octarius to control them, most of them are wandering around as well. So the ship well and truly has become like just a floating dungeon with no one currently controlling it. When you guys do meet up with Zingitz, there is he is obviously panicked with everything that's happened, but he is alive. He is not, dead. He's made it through. Obviously, a couple grots didn't make it through, but that's to be expected.
Right.
At this point, you guys can recover all your wounds and wrath, because this will be probably the next day or two when you guys are making your plans. So,
All right.
but yeah, it's turned into a lot of territorial warfare, especially between the orcs, as different groups are vying in the power struggle that's been left behind. And let me do a roll here. In secret. Matt, pick it, high or low. Yep, there are no clear winners or people emerging victorious. It seems the tribe has fractured into several smaller war bands, which have all tried to stake claim to ruler of the ship and or tribe, but no one has successfully done so. The tribe is probably at its most disorganized, fractured, and leaderless as it has ever been.
Well, let's just target one of these tribes and stop knocking skulls.
Well, but if we control the bridge, we control the ship, and if we have the ship, people on the ship got to do what we say, right?
That don't matter. We orcs. Might is right.
Well,
We can fire the big guns from the ship bridge.
It's pretty mighty, actually. Yeah.
is there an armory in this ship? Is that a thing? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what if we get the big guns, the biggest guns with the biggest booms? We use that, and then we get the biggest ship. I mean, who's looking after those now? We can go there and get them ourselves.
Yeah, some of those
you're not sure?
robots. Some of those robots had big guns. Find one of them.
Yeah, we'll assume that you guys have retreated back to the plasma drive, so your normal place, but it is significantly less packed with orcs because of the different war bands that have split off into different parts of the ship.
Right. We should take control of the plasma drives, and then from there, just start conquering other bros.
There's a total of 5 war bands that the tribe has split up into, including you. So there's 4 other tribes, 4 other factions you have to deal with.
And is there any orc that's tried to take control of the plasma drives, what we're calling our base?
No, it seems the orcs that were really loyal to Iron Jaws, and the whole idea of like wanting to be free, or is in some regards are loyal to you guys because you guys were loyal to Iron Jaws, have stuck with you guys. You guys have managed to either keep this place safe and force the others out, or some of the other war bands didn't even bother to come back here and they've gone to other parts of the ship.
Okay, so it is essentially our base at this point, so we don't have to reclaim our home.
No, you guys are good. There's 4 other war bands you got to deal with, though.
All right. Well,
We just take them down then.
yeah.
All right.
So you guys have no idea of what's going on throughout the ship. I mean, keep in mind the ship has a crew of like 21,000 people.
Sheesh.
So, you guys met some of those different like slave groups, but you didn't meet them all. So
Right.
you have very little intelligence right now, other than groups have split and You have no idea if anybody's claimed the bridge, if anybody's piloting the ship, where you're going, if you're still in orbit above the moon you were in. You have no idea.
Right. Well, our information network needs expanding.
I can take some of the little ones and I can go through the ship and see what I can see. Scout out, find the other knobs, find the other warbands,
Yeah.
see who's leading what, see if we can figure out who's who. Get some
Yeah.
sense what's going on out here.
I think that'd be good, yeah.
At that, Loktar will kind of gather some of like the smaller, faster, more agile looking, Noblars and stuff who'd maybe be willing to scout ahead and kind of put together like a scout team and go and try to go through the ship, be sneaky about the ship and get whatever information we can about the other warbands that have sprung up.
Whoa. Noblars, keep it in check, buddy. Those are fantasy characters, okay?
Sorry.
Easy,
Grats.
easy, buddy.
Grats.
Grats are correction. Yeah, Noblars are actually
Correction.
different species of goblin in Warhammer, so they don't really have an equivalent in 40k that I'm aware of, at least. But
The little ones.
yeah. Okay, well, Zingitz is all about helping. So he's like, yeah, I'll, whatever you guys need. Yeah, we can do a little recon, little sneak around, and yeah, let's do it.
Right. Well, let's get going. See what's out there. Who's who? What's what? Where they at?
All right. What about the other three of you? What do you guys want to do while Loktar goes on his stealth mission, or if does anybody want to join him?
Depends on where they're going.
There was
Well-
a lot of tech on the bridge there.
Yeah, you guys tell me how you want to do this. I mean, if you just want to gain general information, Matt, we'll keep it pretty basic and have you do a couple of rolls to see what you're able to gather.
Okay, so things I'd be interested in is finding out whatever information you can about the other warbands that have come up, finding out what the current status of the bridge is, and then trying to find out what the status of the armory is. What kind of... Is the armory still sealed away? Has it been looted? Is it opened up? Can it maybe even potentially get in there? Who's to say?
I mean, I think technically we did get into the armory earlier, like at the initial breakout to grab our initial
gear.
Because
Yeah.
we were never given our gear unless we were going off ship for a mission.
Okay.
So,
Kyle,
I
you
think-
sound a little distant again.
oh, hang on.
Little whoops, sorry. I'm
Better? A little better?
yeah, it was a little echoey.
Okay.
So maybe not so much the armory then, but we'll then try to find out what I can about the other warbands and the status of the bridge. If the bridge is being locked down by another group, if it's abandoned, or who may be there.
Hey, hold on, I'm just
Mic check.
yep, that
Sounds better,
good.
yeah.
Great.
I'm just writing some notes here really quick. Okay, so Matt, you said bridge, armory, and what was the third one?
Finding out what I can about the other warbands. Like, if I'd figure out who their leaders may be, or where they're located in the ship, or where they're holed up. Just whatever general information I can about the other warbands that have sprung up across the ship.
Okay, well, let's make this simple. Is anybody going to assist him, or are you guys going to do your own things?
So what do we want to knock off their leaders one by one? Is that going to be the plan?
They haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, this is kind of like one of those, make it as you go plans. So,
I just want to hit things.
We've got to know where to hit them.
Hit.
And who to hit.
Right.
I'll stay back. I'm not trained in stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, can't really sneak around, but my idea was if I could wander around the safe areas and mess with terminals and see what I could bumble access into.
Okay. Sure.
what I'd hope to accomplish.
All right, that's fine. Peppa and Scorcha, you guys gonna do anything in particular, or just wait?
Peppa would like to start grafting bits of metal and stuff onto nearby orcs to make them tougher and bigger.
Surgery.
Okay, so it's time to start building the cyborg army
Oh yeah, easy.
to rival that of the Servitor Defense Force.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Grave Scorcher would sign up for that as well.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a minute here. So, Loktar, you and Zingits and a couple Grots will begin a couple hours or days of recon. Probably days, because the ship is so big, as you can see here. At a nice, easy 4 kilometers long.
You ping on this map or show on the map where we're located on here?
The plasma drive?
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, so basically it's a giant room where the actual plasma reactor is at the back of the room, and then on the other side of the wall is where it connects to the actual engine itself. You guys don't have access to the engine normally, but you guys normally, before all this went down, your job was to make sure the reactor was always working properly. There's
Okay.
really only one main entrance into this room, which was normally under heavy guard, and all of your regular weapons and armor were kept in the armory. And when the rogue trader would send you guys off ship to go do missions, you guys would go to one of the shuttle bays, get all your gear. Your gear would be waiting there for you, like in a briefing room. And then usually it was the commissar who would tell you what your mission was. And then you guys would hop in a shuttle, which has been spray painted a couple times by some of the orcs and grots, but they've let it slide. And then you guys would go to wherever you're going to go. They drop you off, you do your thing, and come back. So you guys basically have like a shanty town built inside this room. It's become orcified. The reactor probably doesn't even work the way it's supposed to anymore because it's been orcified, but the rogue trader let it happen because you guys were good at your job and you didn't cause too much trouble, and you were good in a fight when she needed something like that. So
Clearly we're good in a fight.
yeah, but Iron Jaws stirred all that pot real good, so here we are. So do me this. We're gonna do 3 separate tests, one for each thing that you're trying to do here.
Okay.
So, where do you want to start?
Bridge.
Okay. Give me a stealth test, please.
All right.
And, I was gonna say, oh my god.
That
well,
seems good. 9 successes. Okay.
I was gonna say take +1 die from Zingits helping you, but clearly
I
you
don't
need
think
it.
I need it.
All right, so he's probably just like chilling on your shoulder right now. If you'd like to shift, you may do so. Did you put yourself back to full health because it's making you DN4?
Oh, good call. So that's full health is 0. Okay.
Yes, full health is 0. I don't know
Okay.
why, but it is.
So that's technically DN3 then. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to shift one for glory, you can, and then you can shift another one for. Do you remember what it is, Sean? You've shifted a lot for tests.
Speed, information.
Oh, information.
I think the other one's efficiency, something like that.
Something
Quality.
like that. Quality.
Quality. That's it. Quality. Like
Let's
a
go
Chevy.
for your additional information.
Okay. So, when you get to the bridge, you discover that one of the orc war bands is up here. They have made this their base. However, it seems like most of them do not know. Really, they don't seem to be controlling the ship. They don't seem like they really have any mechs in their group or mech boys. Granted, some orcs are just, they're born that way, so they seem to be good at it. These guys just seem like this is a nice, big, fancy room. They looted a bunch of the gear here. You see that one of them, which you discover is the boss, is proudly using Iron Jaw's Power Claw, which he has separated from its previous owner. And he is wearing what is left of Iron Jaw's gob as like part of a shoulder plate. iron jaw piece that he had,
Oh.
which has earned him the nickname Steel Spitta. That is the name of this boss and his war band, just Steel Spitta's boys. It looks like this group is mostly comprised of knobs and some of the tougher orcs. And Steel Spitta himself is a goth, so much like Iron Jaws, big, fighty orc. Maybe not the smartest, but that is who's taken up residence in the bridge. Otherwise, the bridge looks more or less the way you left it.
Is the body of the rogue trader still there?
They've like hung it up from one of the walls.
Okay. Can I tell by looking if there are any items that may have been on the rogue trader previously that seem to have gone missing?
Oh no, these guys have looted anything that was in here.
Okay.
So they do seem decently armed because they've gotten a hold of some of that nice war gear.
Do I know
But-
approximately how many of them are up here?
You shifted for quality, right? For information?
For information, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like I mean, keep in mind, like the guys you have to worry about, probably like 5 or 6 like knobs.
Okay.
And then they have like a small warband of other orcs because your tribe was about, I think, 1,000 orcs.
Whoa. Okay.
So if I recall correctly, guys.
Yeah,
1,000. Well, 999 because you guys killed one. Someone died in a horrible accident. Yeah, so that's orcs and Gretchen. But guys, you'd have to worry about because you guys can bring some of your own chaff, some of your own red shirts to help with the fight. But like key guys, you have to worry about. Yeah, there's a small group of them.
Okay. I think I'm good at the bridge for now.
Okay.
So then next, let's go to status of the armory.
All right. Same thing.
Okay, so I should get a +1 die for my bro here.
Yes.
Okay, let's add the extra die. Oh boy.
Ooh, complication.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I
that
got 7
is-
successes with a complication.
Okay, go for it.
Roll complication?
Yeah.
What does this do?
Sometimes these might not make sense. Oh, you rolled it twice.
Oh, something about your past comes back to haunt you. An old wound flares up in pain, or you're distracted by a memory.
Okay. So, actually, I should have you do this. Give me a. Well, I won't do it now, but I meant to have you do an investigation or perception test once you got there to observe. But that's fine.
Okay.
We'll skip that for the first one. So you get there, however, you're distracted by thoughts of perhaps becoming war boss yourself. You can tell in some of your conversation, Zin seems to admire you to some degree because you're sneaky like he is, so he appreciates that. He didn't like getting kicked around by some of the other big orcs, something clearly that Iron Jaws would do. And you can tell that, while he doesn't mind being around you guys because you guys don't treat him too poorly, he's still a green skin and he still kind of bickers and stuff. He occasionally will make fun of Grave Scorcha and be like, that guy, he's taking a few too many hits to the head, right? Like, all he does, smash, smash, smash. That's not going to get us anywhere. That's what Iron Jaw's trying. Look where we are now. So yeah, like when he talks to you like that, you're kind of thinking like, oh, maybe I could be the war boss, I killed the rogue trader, right? So to reflect that, when you make you can either do investigation or what's the other one? Awareness, whichever one you choose. This will be at +1 DN because you're distracted by your complications. So make it DN 4.
Okay, I will attempt a awareness test. I fail. As DN 4, I had 2 successes.
All right. So the only thing that you are able to discover about the armory is that it seems to be under control of some remaining enforcers. Beyond that, you don't get any information. You don't know anything like guard patrols, how many there are, how they're holed up, if they have what weapons they have. All you know is that the enforcers control it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then my next task would just trying to be what other information can I gather about the other war bands that have claimed a seat of power across the ship.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another stealth.
4 successes.
Okay. And then go ahead and another awareness or perception.
So go with awareness. This is in DN3 then, correct?
Yes.
I succeed with a complication.
Oh man. Complication, a success, and a shift.
Uh-oh.
I guess the shift, glory, because why not?
Sure.
Yeah, you need your
And-
glory, or you can do it towards the
Like
The
quality
task.
or something.
Glory. Rolling complication. Machine spirit. Some technology in the scene malfunctions. This could be something you own, something you're interacting with, or something in the environment. A stray serval skull or a cherub could interrupt whatever you're doing.
Okay. So you are able to discover one of the other war bands. You know there's a total of 4, but the only other one you get a... let me roll here. The only other one you get information on is the orc in charge is a speed freak knob by the name of Deathhammer. His group has taken residence in the... They've taken residence in the shuttle bay, where a bunch of the shuttles are kept, including the shuttle that you guys normally use when the Rogue Trader would send you on missions.
Okay.
Sorry, real quick, who's this guy in his group?
This
Death-
is the speed freak knob Deathhammer.
Deathhammer, okay. Deathhammer, okay.
Yep.
They're held up in the shuttle bay. Okay.
Makes sense, because he's a speed freak, so they're probably taking the shuttle for a spin. Or trying to.
And I would imagine this whole time, since the death of the Rogue Trader, the ship has remained stationary?
You are unsure. That you guys don't know.
Okay, okay. Are we currently... is the ship, like, in deep space right now? Are we, like, at a planet? Are we, like, a star system? Where are we currently?
You guys know you're in a system called the Virgo system. And
Okay.
you, before this all started, you were in orbit above a moon called Capra. And you were sent down to the moon for your first mission to explore some archaeotech ruins. And
So-
you guys found some blackstone. And you encountered a big cyber robot. And then you guys fought some Adeptus Mechanicus to get back to your shuttle.
So to the last of our knowledge, we would, in theory, still orbiting above this moon, at least the last time you had any update.
Yeah, because it was believed, it seemed like the word on the ship was that you guys were going to be sent back down there to get more of this blackstone. It
Okay.
seemed like the tech priest wanted it and had learned about it somehow and had convinced the Rogue Trader that it was worth fighting or sneaking past other Adeptus Mechanicus, which you guys know on a basic level that Octarius is part of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and you guys fought Admech down on the moon, and that seems weird because they're both part of the Imperium. So something shady was going on.
Okay. Got it. All right, well then I will take the information that I've gathered so far and bring it back to the tribe.
Nice.
All right. Well, you guys get all of that information.
So we
Nice.
got a steel spitter, up in the bridge with the power claw, with a bunch of knobs, and then Death Hammer in the shuttle bay, and there's 2 other tribes was able to track down, and the armory is locked down by some remaining enforcers.
Hmm.
You guys also know that the Kroot have managed to secure the 1 gun battery that they were originally stationed in. The Ogrins, as far as you know, are wandering the ship, and last you heard, the Eldari were still up in the Gellerfield generators, but you don't know if they're still there or not. And then you guys know that there are Tau on board as well. I believe they work up in the sensor arrays. I'm sorry, the forward sensory stations up here, the front of the ship. And there's a couple other species, but you don't know any specifics. You know that there's ratlings, which are the halflings of 40k. And just checking my notes here. Yeah, that's everything that you know for sure.
So, I think we should just go take out this speed freak. Control the in and the out of the ship. Basically means no one out.
Well, the speed freak Death Hammer guy, I don't think it's nearly as dangerous as Steel Spitter up in the bridge. Should be much easier to deal with. Maybe get access to the shuttle. Maybe we can intimidate Steel Spitter out of the bridge
Or we
with extra
just,
firepower.
blow open some holes in the bridge, suck them all out, put on some spacesuits, and go in, patch it up.
Yeah, I like that.
But then we lose all the nice gear they have.
What if we burned them?
So just go about business like normal.
I just think it's a good idea.
No, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just asking to just do what we normally do, right?
I'm for whatever. Let's do something.
Right, let's go. Well, do we want to hit the speed freaks or the steel spitter?
I think going after the speed freaks better, because those shuttles could be useful
Yeah.
in dealing with
All right.
Steel Spitter.
Go lay down the law.
Great.
So the plan is to go secure the shuttle bay and take on the speed freaks, and just use some good old orc ingenuity.
Yeah.
Beat him
Pretty
into
much.
submission.
Pretty much.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That seems about par for this group. So okay.
We're orcs. We have to orc.
Right, yeah. It wouldn't be an orc campaign if we just didn't run headlong first into issues.
Okay. Well, you guys know how to get to the shuttle bay. If you guys want to avoid any trouble on the way there, I will need someone to guide you guys. Zingitz can guide you guys. He can show you some shortcuts and paths and things like that. So, but it will require a stealth test to get you guys there undetected, unless you don't care and you don't care if you run into trouble, and then you just march your way down the halls. But you might
Wait.
run into something else.
Are we all stealthing, or do we pick someone to?
You pick one person to do the stealth roll.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have
Who's got the best?
Loktar do our stealth roll.
Yeah.
It'd be me, my guy.
Yeah.
Are we bringing any of the boys with us, or is just us going down there? Come on, bring some lackeys, wouldn't we?
We'll assume you guys have some lackeys because they have lackeys too. So
Was I able to like bolt metal and shit onto
I'm
some
sorry.
of them?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We should do that. My bad.
Okay.
Give me a Medicaid test.
All right, boys, here we go.
The better. Well, I'll tell you this before you roll, Sean.
Okay.
The higher DN you take on this, you can do this to more of your boys.
Okay.
So we'll put it this way. Let's see here.
Exciting.
I'm just looking at DN ratings here. Give me a second.
Sure.
Trying to actually use this GM sheet I have, GM screen. Oh, let's see. Okay, well, you know what? Let's keep this simple, right? All about improv on this show. So, DN3 will be 25% of your mob, and for every 2 DN you increase it by, it'll be another 25%. So 5 will be 50, 7 will be 75, and DN9 will be 100%.
All right, we'll go with 7.
Okay. And this will increase basically the resilience of your orcs that you pull this off on.
Sick. All right.
Whoa!
Oh,
Wow!
fuck!
I should have gone with 9.
Wow!
Fuck!
11 successes.
All right. Well, I
Would
can
you like to
shift
shift?
twice.
What would you like to shift for?
You could do quality.
Quality. Yeah, I think quality and effect was the other one. Quality and effect.
Quality, effect, speed. I mean, it's not like you don't have to pick stuff out of the book. I kind of look at this the way Alien does their stunts. Like if there's something cool you want to do with your success that is not necessarily represented by the rules, I'm all ears.
Gotcha.
But yeah, quality and timing and information are like the 3 base ones. So you
Yeah.
said you're trying to like armor your boys up, right? Make them
Yeah.
harder to
Like
kill.
on the process of eventually getting them to be more cyborgy and more tough.
Okay.
So,
Well, you tell me. What do you want to use your shifts for?
I guess quality to make the resilience better instead of shittier, and then time so we can get these boys out like an assembly line quick.
Good choice. Okay, so you will get this done. Well, not completely all done, but about by the time this is completed, you can mark this off. Make a note somewhere here, as will I. So you have roughly, again, this will take not instantly, but around 75% of your part of the tribe is now armored up.
Sick.
Sorry,
And
what
you're
was
able
your
to do
percentage?
this. You're at 75.
Thank
And
you.
you are able to do this fast enough where you'll get the first few prototypes, as we'll say, done in time for your raid on the Speed Freak. The Speed Freak compound. It's turned into an intertribal warfare. Amazing.
Good times, boys. Good times.
Yeah. So not only do you get it done fast, but you will ultimately get it done to most, as it seems most of the orcs are enthusiastic to this, and they seem, you guys can all tell that your tribe, or what's left of your warband, seems to really kind of follow when somebody has taken the lead here. There aren't many orcs in your warband that are showing much initiative, and there is a good nod of approval from Scornshar. I'm sorry, Shornskar. I always fuck up his name. And Matt, for you, Shornskar is the weird boy, the psyker of the tribe. He's the only one, he's the oldest orc, and he's often kind of gets the place of like the tribe elder. And a lot of orcs look up to him for like guidance and wisdom. That
Okay.
is what he looks like. He's never directly like led the tribe, but he seems to know the most history of the tribe, and he's often giving you guys advice. He also was able to explain to you guys that the Blackstone was giving him a headache and seemed to be interrupting and fucking with his psychic abilities.
Okay.
After Head Hackett did some
Percussive
What's its-
experiments.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word I'm looking for. And would somebody please pick it high or low? This is for something else I'm doing in the background here.
Always high. 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Was it a hit or a miss?
It was a miss.
Rip.
Oh.
I feel like 69 has failed me more times than it's succeeded in this campaign.
it-
But you,
Let's be honest, boys. It's a little overhyped.
yeah.
So, what I will tell you is, oh no, I didn't give you. Did I give you the names of all the war boss leaders
No.
already?
Two.
No, I
Two out of
Give me
4.
the names of 2.
Okay, all right. Well, you'll find out eventually what that
Okay.
means.
Oh shit.
Okay, and head hacker. What were you gonna do?
I was gonna wander about fiddling with terminals, seeing if I can get access to anything or, hack into something and get to, I don't know, camera systems, weapons, comms, see if there would be any convenient way to communicate with the other side of the ship, maybe. Just whatever might have been lying around.
All right. Well, it's going to be difficult because you're in a part of the ship that's not meant to do that, and you haven't really had a chance to fiddle with other systems or anything in the bridge. So you're kind of flying blind here. So this is going to be a DN9 test to try to really pull off any sort of communication with other parts of the ship.
Nice. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here.
Oh, you got a critical.
Something.
Nice.
I think I might. Yeah,
it's only
throw a
6.
wrath then.
Yeah, I'd do it. Oh.
Hey, now we're talking.
Atta boy.
11.
Okay, you can shift that 6 as well. Yeah, because 2, 4,
Oh, yeah, I didn't
6,
fix
7,
DN.
8, 9. Yeah, you've got 9 without that extra 6. So you get a critical. So the critical gives you 1 automatic glory, which it did, and then you have 1 you can shift as well. So you
Right,
can either
I'll-
do glory or put it towards the test. in
Yeah,
some
I'll put
way.
it to the test for quality, I guess.
Okay. And what specifically are you trying to do, or what part of the ship, or what piece of information are you trying to get?
Well, yeah, actually, maybe I'll go with information instead, because I think I'm kind of, as you said, flying blind, just trying to see what might be possible from one of these remote terminals. I'm particularly curious about the Wandering Psyker, so I guess kind of want to see if there's like a camera system or something like that. But secondary objective would be like get to comms and see if we can link up with the crew or Eldar, or those other factions that are potentially
Okay, well,
friendly.
I made it a hard test for that reason. So you have passed. What you are able to discover, there is a rudimentary camera system throughout the ship. Most of it is done through the servo skulls on the ship, rather than have stationary ones that could easily be destroyed or spotted. Most of the servo skulls can pretty much all have a visual recording. So once you find that out, you're able to hack into a couple here and there. You imagine this would be far easier from the bridge. The connection you've had is impressive considering what you're working with, but it is very unstable and it's not a permanent solution. Often you are only able to get feeds for a couple minutes at a time, or they're constantly shorted out, or the servo skull's security eventually kicks in and kicks you out. So you get bits and snippets here and there. You do spot the rogue psyker once. She is still alive, and it seems like she is more or less on her own and trying to survive, like one-woman army style, very guerrilla. You just get lucky when you see her. You're able to confirm she's alive. When you do see her, she is on the back half of the ship near where she took out the heretics in the plasma thrusters, or the drive thrusters.
Interesting.
And what else did you say? I'm sorry, there was one other thing I think you said you're looking for.
Yeah, if there's comms out to the crew or the Eldar folks out in friendly factions in the ship.
Yeah, you don't have direct comms to them from here, but you do know there is a comms system. You would have to access the. Let me see where it is on the ship. You would have to access the sensorium stations at the front, where you understand the Tau were enslaved. That's where the primary communications would be, and obviously you can do a lot of that from the bridge as well.
Gotcha.
But you can get messages to and from the Eldar with your Grats with some difficulty. Actually, it's probably easier now because there's no direct security. Everybody's kind of running loose.
Sounds good. So they are still holed up kind of in the warp drive area.
Yeah, the Eldar are up in the Geller Fields where they were before. And
right.
Looks like they are eager to get out of this mess. The Kroot, they're kind of confused. They're kind of at a loss for what to do. Seems like they're kind of hoping you guys might be able to come up with some plan or work together. And the last bit of information I'll get, because you did score a critical on this, you discover one of the other war boss leaders is a mech boy who is a Death Skull. His group has taken over the sensor arrays and shield emitters up here. So they have control of the ship's void shields, potentially. Furthermore, to make matters worse, this was the role I had earlier. It turns out the mech boy is none other than Mulgrim, the big mech of the tribe, who has decided it is time for him to shine and take command. One might say your teacher and like you're one of his proteges, Matt or Frog.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, replace the red on his armor with blue, and that's what he looks like.
Oh boy.
Good info.
So yeah, you just don't know about the last group yet, or where they are. All right, what's next?
Still think Speed Freaks is our best option. Fighting a big mech with not all our boys fully armored. Maybe a little dangerous.
Yeah, let's secure those shuttles, take them out, get our stuff.
And do we even need sensor arrays? Once we get the shuttles, we could just blow the sensor arrays up with the big mech.
Yeah, I like the way you think.
You had me at blow up.
Well, that was like 75% through the sentence, but okay.
Zingitz looks at you, Head Haka, and then he looks at the rest of them, and he goes, yeah, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't we want to, keep the shields? Because, we're going to take over the ship. And we want the ship to have shields, right?
Right, man.
It's both, yeah.
He kind of looks at you, Head Haka, like 1 + 1 = 2, right?
Normally. Yeah, I guess we can't blow him up. We just gotta kill him.
No, the little ones are kind of right.
Yeah.
Matt, if you'd like at this point, we can make Loktar be an NPC so you're not in charge of Eric's fate and you can take control of your other character that we made for this.
Okay.
Which, do you have access to his character sheet? I thought I gave it to you.
Yeah, I should probably take a look at it and
Okay.
know who this character is. It's probably important.
All right. Well, let me just switch this over really quick. Okay. So Loktar will be an NPC. We'll keep him in the side. However, you are joined by another orc who is a tank buster
Woohoo!
by the name of Torg.
Look at this big beefy boy.
You named the exploding guy Torg.
Naturally.
Torg.
He it's a Borderlands reference. For those of us following-
Explosions!
Explosions! Yeah.
So tank busters, for those of us following along at home, are orcs that are obsessed with explosions and heavy ordnance and basically kind of have a big game hunting mentality to the point where they love to hunt down vehicles, big monsters, and targets, and they use a variety of orcish explosive weapons, such as the classic tank buster bomb, which is that sewer lid looking thing he's got in his hand, basically a big magnetic explosive that they strap to the side of a tank. Or my personal favorite, the tank hammer, which is a rocket at the end of a hammer, and they just swing a hammer and blow up tanks that way, often blowing themselves up in the process. So Torg, you have been part of the tribe for as long as you can remember, and you joined in with Iron Jaws and his group. You liked the idea of, getting a chance to blow more stuff up. And well, you found out that Iron Jaws is no more, and looks like this group, which you've probably gone on a couple missions here and there with them occasionally. Looks like they're fighting and planning to try to take the ship over. So we'll assume that you've kind of integrated your way in. Torque is also an evil son, so he's a speed freak orc as well. Loves red and loves going fast. But he doesn't get the chance to do that much because there aren't a whole lot of vehicles on the ship.
Okay.
But man, if there were...
Well, we're going towards the vehicles now. At least the shuttles. And are there like fighters and stuff on this thing? We'll get there.
No, they do not have fighters.
Okay.
They just have a couple shuttles to get to and from the ship.
Okay. All right. So Torg is now with them along the journey.
Yes.
All right. Excellent.
Like I said, we'll assume you guys all know each other, and
Okay.
For whatever reason, Torg's become a little more interested or sees a chance to not be a red shirt. So
Sees an opportunity to make the big booms with the explosions.
that's
So,
right.
like,
Go for
literally-
it. That's right.
Literally, the camera just pans out, like zooms out just a little bit more, and he's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Oh,
All
shit.
Chris, is it possible to make like requisition rolls and stuff in the middle of the session?
Yes. What would you like to requisition?
Is it possible to get one of those heavy bolters, the like the servitors were using?
I think so. It would definitely require destroying one. But we can add that into your requisition roll here.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can recall how we do this. It is an influence test, and it is based on the rarity of the item.
Heavy bolter is uncommon, value 6.
Okay, let me go back to this. I remember they made this a lot easier than it used to be. Yeah, so Matt, one thing we can tell you for sure is influence tests are no longer the jumble of garbage rules that they were in the first edition of this game.
Okay.
They actually have rules for starters, which
Good.
Good on you, Cubicle 7. Having rules for things you do in a game, great game design, I have to tell you. Personal experience.
Is there a place I can see a list of different gear that's available?
Yes. Item discovery. So it's
Item discovery.
the one on the right side next to the actors.
Items directory. The
Directory.
suitcase.
Yeah, the suitcase.
icon.
Got it. Okay, I see.
And
More
then
gear. Got
core
it.
rule book. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Oh, look at all this.
Where are
Holy
the
moly.
requisition rules? I'm trying to find them, Sean, but I'm not seeing... Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing, that's why. Okay, to make an influence test, you must share at least one keyword with one piece of war gear. What are the
Oh.
keywords on...
Bolt and Imperium.
Do you have either of those keywords?
No.
Probably not. Okay.
No.
I would say then you would have to find one and destroy it, and then the influence test will determine whether or not you're able to salvage it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we'll need, if you want to do this, I'll need a test to find one, and then you'll have to try to fight one.
Okay. Gotcha. Would an awareness test be fine?
I think a cunning test would be. I think that's what we need here. We need some cunning to plan an ambush and get the drop on this thing, and to find one.
I only have one cunning, so that's not gonna work.
I mean, someone else can do the cunning test if they are able to.
Yeah. Anyone trained in cunning, or better at it than having one dice?
Nope.
I got 3.
Hey.
That's triple mine.
If
Would
I
you
assist
like me to
him,
give it a shot?
yeah, man. Yeah.
So
And
what
then
is
you-
that? And that's 4 then? Dice pool if I'm helping him?
Well, you're
Or-
doing the test,
Right.
Okay.
and
just-
I'll
Am I-
say you need a point of cunning to assist him. So if you don't have any cunning, do you have any, Sean?
Only because of my fellowship of being one. So no.
You need you need skills in it. Well, Zingitz has cunning if nobody else does. Does Lockhart?
What's Zingit's coming?
Well, he's not gonna do it for you. He's not that kind of grot. Hey, look, buddy, I'm not gonna do all the heavy lifting here. All right.
What if I
That
gave
would
you
add 1.
some teeth?
Well, you know, it depends how many teeth we're talking. Like, if we're talking like one quote unquote wealth worth of teeth, then you might have yourself a deal.
Think one wealth worth of teeth is dealable?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's why am I talking like Zingitz? This is me. Give me a what's like a haggle test in this game?
Yeah.
I guess influence, right?
But we're orcs, so I can use strength.
That's true. He's not great in strength, but he will make an opposed influence test. Where is influence on the character sheet?
See it.
It's
Under gear.
Yeah.
The top left.
Oh, well,
It's under what?
he
Gear.
probably won that.
Oh, gear. Oh.
What's your influence?
1 normally, but if I'm using strength, it's 3.
Okay. Well, he's got 1, because he's a grot.
Right.
So just opposed. He has 0 successes. All right. Well, all right, fine. One wealth worth of teeth. So reduce your wealth by 1, and he will make the test for you, which is good because his cunning is 5.
Wow.
nice.
Can I assist him?
Yes, you may.
Cool. I'll do that.
Oh, sure, make me do all the work, and now you want to help. Yeah, I see how it is.
I was willing.
Yeah, you weren't willing 5 minutes ago, were ya? Dumb bug. All right.
Hey, 3 successes.
So he is able to track one of these things down alone, and you guys are able to get the drop on it, and we'll assume between the 5 of you, you can take it down in 1 round.
Nice.
So we'll just do the influence test here to see if it's not damaged in the fight. So you don't get any bonuses, and value 6. Okay, so what's the value of the gun?
Value 6, rarity uncommon.
Okay, so it's DN6, and the uncommon adds +1, so it's DN7 to acquire this.
Okay, and what does wealth do in this equation?
Wealth lets you, I believe every wealth, let's see.
I think it was like you blow wealth for extra successes.
Every
plus
wealth
1.
gives you an icon that you spend, but you roll first to see, and then you can spend wealth to reach what you need.
Okay, well, I'm a bad moon, so I get 1 wealth every session. So I'm actually pretty flush. Alright.
Boy.
Yeah, we'll fucking do this, boys. 1 success.
So you
Got
need
any rest?
6 wealth.
I have 6 wealth, but can I use a glory first, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Roll. Hey,
Yeah,
Nice.
boy.
3.
Wow.
So I will spend 4 wealth to acquire the heavy bolter.
Wow.
The
Yes, this guy
boy.
didn't have enough guns. Now he's got to have one of these too.
I'm on my way to being a freebooter.
Okay, I will put that on your character sheet in just a second here. Let me find one.
Echo mode.
Do you have access to all the items?
Yeah.
Oh, then just
Can I
yeah,
just drag it on?
You should be able to.
Try that.
So you successfully ambush and bastardize a heavy bolter, and it's not too jacked up.
Nice.
Oh, be sure you give yourselves the correct ammo and then select it in the drop down for your weapons. So I don't remember what I think you have to check in your gear under the description of an item, and it'll tell you what it's under stats, what type it is. Well, so a heavy bolter is bolt, so you need bolt ammunition. And the galvanic rifle is projectile.
Yeah, I have the projectile.
Okay.
But I just need to find bolt ammo.
Yeah, there's an ammo category under war gear.
Gotcha.
So just, yeah, because when you use the reload stuff, and then you just pick it from the drop-down menu like so.
Gotcha. Okay.
Boom. Yeah. Yeah, it comes with 3 automatically, and then you spend it. So
Nice.
everybody else make sure your weapons, any ranged weapons, have the right ammunition, if you don't have that already. Okay. Well done.
Heck yeah.
Anyone else, or shall we proceed?
So I have orc flak right now. What would be an upgrade from that I could do?
I believe
heavy
the
armor?
next up is heavy armor. Let's
Okay.
check. Yeah, heavy armor. I mean, as far as orc armor goes.
Right.
Wait, there's an easier way to do this. Let's go to the war gear. There's a list, and it's broken down by here we go. Yeah, so for orcs it's flak, heavy armor, and mega armor.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, you're not going to find mega armor on this ship unless you built it yourself.
Yeah.
Heavy armor, though, we'll assume that's like kind of what probably what Sean is kind of working on.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, it's better than flak, which is like a t-shirt with some plates on it. So, yeah, heavy armor would be the next step up.
Okay. Would I be able to get a fashion myself
Yeah, you can do the
get it
influence.
fashion?
You can do the influence test here. So, make a influence roll. It is. What is the value of heavy armor?
3.
3, and it's uncommon, so it's going to be DN4 for this test.
Okay. And I also have the strength as influence.
Yeah, that's fine, because I assume you're getting it from the orcs. We're trying to find it from the orcs somehow.
Okay. Alrighty.
Ooh, a critical
Oh.
and exactly 4. So you do not need to spend any teeth.
Wow.
And you may put that armor on your character sheet.
Excellent.
All right. Anyone else? Since we're all gearing up.
Yeah, I'd like to try to upgrade armor as well, if possible.
Okay.
That
Go
would be
for it.
great. I'll give it a shot here.
Same thing. Heavy armor.
Yeah.
Okay. DN4. Survey says 2 successes. Have any wrath left?
Yeah, I'll reroll it.
Or you just spend wealth too.
Okay, I'll do both. So one wealth then to get to 4.
Correct.
So reroll got me 1 more.
Yep, you got it.
Nice.
All right, and Torg, anything you'd like to do while we're all shopping?
Not at the moment. Just got the character. Give it a go before I start to do anything too crazy.
Okay. Oh, be sure you give yourself ammunition for your rocket launcher.
There wasn't anything in the drop down to add to it.
There should be. You need explosive ammo. Is that not in the list?
Ammo's in its own
Oh,
folder.
it is not.
separate
Yeah,
from
explosive's
weapons.
not in there. Maybe it's
Oh.
is.
Okay, we'll worry about it later. I don't.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Something tells me that a rocket launcher probably doesn't have a lot of options in combat.
I assume the choices are point rocket at target, pull trigger.
Yeah, it's a blast weapon. Yeah, so it just.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, if
it's
it doesn't-
assault, which makes sense.
If it doesn't have a salvo rating, you can't do most of the special, like, ranged moves.
Yeah, and it's single shot anyway,
Yeah,
right? Like you
yeah.
have to load each missile or
Yeah.
rocket.
Makes sense.
Oh my god. Great, now we have 2 lunatics running around with giant explosive weapons. Great.
Chris, are there any upgrades to a choppa?
Huge chopper.
You know, upgrades as
plus.
in a better weapon or upgrades to the weapon itself?
Like to the weapon itself, I guess.
So there are weapon upgrades in this game. If you go into War Gear, there's a thing that says weapon upgrades, and there are a variety of things that you can add. I believe most of them are for range, but there are some melee ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Let me check in the core rulebook here really quick to see how those work, though.
Get a chain bayonet on a knife.
It's kind of funny.
I need a knife for my knife.
Yeah.
I will say there is a ton of equipment in this game. to
Pimp my
choose from.
choppa. Yo, we put a fish tank in this choppa.
Love it.
This choppa's got a PS2.
Hell yeah. That's my type of chopper. Weapon upgrades. Upgrades are ways to improve and customize your weapons. Whenever you acquire an upgrade, the GM determines how long it would take to attach or apply it to your weapon. A weapon may have a maximum of 3 upgrades and only 1 of each type. So, for example, you can't attach 2 grips or 2 scopes to the same weapon. Well, not with that attitude, you can't. Yeah, there's only about 12 upgrades here, so I think you just have to read through them and see, like, dueling grip. Oh, it says in the description, this can be applied to only pistols or one-handed melee weapons, for example. So yeah, you gotta go through the list and see what they do.
All right, yeah, I'll take a look
Okay.
and get back to you. But yeah, so essentially, is there like a cost to it?
Well, you'd have to probably do an influence test, and you can only do 1 per session. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Good information.
Yeah, since they don't have shopping in this game, that's kind of how they balance it, is once per session you try to scrounge up some gear. Okay then, well, why don't we finish up tonight's episode with a little bit of this encounter with the Speed Freaks. So how are you going about your approach to this? What do you guys want to do? What's the plan, if there is one?
Kicking in the front door.
I agree. Say knock
and,
knock and just blow shit up.
and I was thinking I would burn them.
And for
Yeah, thanks for the back there. Appreciate that. Really, really good. All
Grave
right.
Scorcher raises his burner up, just like as acknowledgement. Like,
All right. Well, I guess if you guys are ready, yeah, let's get ourselves over there with a stealth test. Okay. Well, with 4 successes, Zin will get you guys there. And when he does, he's like, yeah, all right. Well, you guys have been here before, so you know the layout. That's the door, and yeah, they're in there. So, good luck.
Let's blow them up.
Is the door closed by any chance?
Oh yeah, it's closed.
well, we got a tank buster. Would you like to do the honors?
As you guys are planning this, Zin tugs on like your pants leg head hacker, and he goes, "Hey, maybe make sure they don't blow up the ship, the shuttle. You know, otherwise the whole point of this is kind of what's the word, moot."
Yeah, of course. Well, way I see it, since we's all hooks here, probably we just need to blow up the biggest. And let's say you with us now. And we can all be buds again.
We can worry about words after we've blown them up.
Right,
Let's start with the explosions, and
But-
then we'll worry about talking to them.
but start with the big one and work your way down.
Yeah, oh right. Well, that worked out so well for Iron Jaws, so okay, yeah, you do what you're gonna do.
It was going well for a good run.
Yeah, tell him that.
But he's dead.
Sin gets face palms and melts into the shadows. Okay, you guys are standing there. The door is across the hall from where you guys have, snuck out from where you snuck through the ship.
I mean, I'll get down on one knee, put the rocket launcher on my shoulder, and get this party started.
Okay.
Well, so if you're about to shoot the rocket, should I kick the door open for you?
Do you want to be in kicking range of the door when I fire a rocket?
Oh,
I'm shooting
well,
at the door,
accidentally.
just to be clear. We're blowing the
Oh.
door open.
Oh, then never mind.
We're
Do
making
you
an
wa-
entrance.
Do you want to waste one of your rockets on it, or like a tank buster bomb?
I'm not doing a tank buster bomb, no. I'm using a rocket.
Okay.
No, a tank buster bomb, those are... I have one of those.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Understood.
just have a supply of tank busters.
All right, hold on. I'm grabbing you guys an image here so you can see. I think I have one saved somewhere. Oh yeah, is this it? Perfect. Do that. Go to chat. Add it to chat. And here you go. This is what a typical orc rocket launcher looks like. It is held at the waist. It is not held over the shoulder. So you can see the trigger towards the back there. And then, so one hand would be at that back part, and the other hand would be kind of in the middle behind that big gray thing with the 3 black lines. So it's held like a shotgun, basically.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay.
great.
I was like, yeah, blasting the door open. Once the explosion goes off, you guys go in. Show them what for.
All right, Matt. So you are shooting at a bulkhead door, which is fairly armored. So go ahead and roll. It is DN3 because it's an explosive weapon or a blast weapon. So you don't aim at a target necessarily, just a spot.
Could I take like there's an aim action?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll take an aim action. That's +1 die.
Mhm.
Is this considered a heavy weapon? No, it's not considered a heavy weapon. Okay.
No, that's the beauty of orc. Rocket launchers are assault weapons.
Hey, well, we will aim at the door.
Yeah, you can run and shoot this thing if you want.
Well, no, I'm gonna have to buy some time. No, I'll fire at the door. No
Yeah.
confusion. Yeah, roll. I'm attacking.
Well, I'm just saying, you can shoot this in the middle of a combat. You don't have to brace like a stupid Imperial weapon.
Okay.
Okay, you can shift if you'd like with one of those.
Sure. Let's
Either
make
extra
that
damage or glory.
damage.
Yeah,
I
roll
assume
damage.
glory resets at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, damage.
Okay, roll it up.
And damage. So
Yeah.
17 at AP2.
Okay. The
Bye, door.
explosion goes off, and the door it's still there, but it takes a significant chunk of damage. Part of it gets blown in, and you could probably squeeze your way through if you need to, but you can't just go charging in right now. But the door is severely fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, that's my
And you
turn.
can obviously hear some orcs shouting from inside. So you can either fire another rocket to try to get the door out completely, or you guys can just try to make your way through.
How does reloading work in this?
Well, in this,
By the looks of it, you got 2.
yeah, I don't really think they worry about reloading so much unless you get a complication that makes you lose ammo. Otherwise,
I can't just fire a rocket every turn, can I? Or can I?
Unless there's something
More
about the
orcs, damn
trait,
it.
then you kind of could.
Yeah, because
Like-
this game doesn't track ammo that way. It does ammo kind of nebulously like it did in the first edition, where you either spend ammo to do like special moves with your salvo rating if your gun has one, or
Okay.
if you get a complication and you get the thing that makes you go out of ammo, then you have to like spend reloads to ammo to reload
Okay.
your gun. Yeah, I'll look into that because obviously you probably have a finite amount of rockets.
Yeah, because it just
So-
probably doesn't make sense. Like every turn, boom, rocket, boom, rocket, boom, rocket. Like that
Yeah.
seems a little silly, but hey, I'll take.
Well,
I'll
we'll
take
do
it.
this. We'll do this because normally a reload you get 3 reloads with every weapon, so we'll assume you have 3 extra rockets, so you've got 3 left, and then I'll look into it and see if there's anything more that goes
Okay.
with. So you got 3 left.
Well, we're shooting the door again
Yeah. Probably
Okay.
because
All right. Well,
we go at it.
uh,
That's a
Oh.
lot of dice.
Yep.
So 7 successes with the shift. So we'll shift this up for damage and 16 damage at AP2.
yeah, that door is gone.
Bye, door.
Get 'em, boys!
You guys just go charging in, like. Or...
Ah!
I'm gonna be laying down some suppressing fire.
All right.
Yeah, I think I have some range.
Okay, well let's just let's do this. Let's just start in a combat here, and everybody add yourself to the initiative tracker.
How do we do that in this system?
Same
Same way.
as the other one.
Okay,
Right click
okay,
your
oh,
token and then left
there's
click
that
the
guy.
sword and shields.
Yep, got it.
Hey, I'm not a 0 this time.
Oh wait a minute, if I add this, does it say? Oh, it doesn't say yeah boy. Okay. It just says
Yeah, boy.
It just
Yeah,
says
boy.
orc boy. That's so funny. Oh wait, he's all fucked up. We got to give him his stats back. Hold on.
Oh.
There. Is he at full health now? Yeah, he is. Okay. Just put an orc boy here to represent the tribe. Of course he gets it too. Okay. Well, Scorcha, you're at the top of the list after Torg lets off his second rocket and the door, evaporates.
Okay. I'll kind of shuffle up to one side of the scorching hole
Okay.
and turn and see what I can shoot with the Burna within range.
Okay, so what you see inside the doorway here is a large room that houses the single shuttle that you guys use. There are kind of like 2 floors to this room. There's like a gantry walkway that goes around, kind of like a U shape. So it goes on the side walls and the wall above you. And then the wall opposite you is the opening, like the part of the ship that opens out into space. So
Right.
that doesn't have a walkway above it.
Okay.
And then the shuttle's kind of in the middle of the room. And then off to the side is one of the rooms where you guys would like have your little meetings where they would give you your briefings. So
Mhm.
that's like the holo projector where they would talk to you and usually have your gear stationed. And there's a couple other doors that lead into various other rooms from here. You don't know precisely what's there, but you're assuming it's things like equipment that they would need in here. There's a couple orcs shuffling about. There's some general confusion and shouting when the explosion goes off. So you guys definitely have the drop on them as they don't really know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, so
You want to give me an awareness test?
Sure.
What is this? Orc battle cries? What? Look at this shit on the train.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had no
God.
idea.
Orc boy gets stuck in. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Ooh,
Wow. Okay.
okay.
All right. Well,
Super
so Scorcha, since you have a critical success here, you easily pick out the orc who you instinctively know has to be Death Hammer. He has a makeshift hammer that looks like his primary weapon, and you can tell he's probably the biggest orc here, and he's got bright red shoulder plates for his armor.
Am I able to target him?
He's too far to hit from here. If you give me an athletics test, you can get to him this turn.
Okay.
Otherwise, you know, I mean, there's a little bit of cover. There's crates and things like that you can hide behind. It's not, but it is fairly open. You know, it's basically just a big loading bay.
Ooh,
Ooh, a complication. Do you want to use any wrath there?
I will. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
And then roll your complication as well. Okay. So you go charging into the room, flamethrower ready to go. And as you come charging in, basically smoke from a nearby pipe that was blown up by Torg's explosion sprays and kind of blinds you for a moment, and you get lost in this haze. And as you do, it kind of stops your charge, and Death Hammer, you know, sees this, and he's like, "Oi, who's these gits? Boys, get 'em! They's trying to take our turf." And I think we will call it at that. We got a few minutes left here, so rather than start a full combat, that is where we will end it tonight, folks, as the orcs are now fighting orcs to get control of the ship. The shackles of oppression just never end. So, I think that's it. Any questions, anybody?
No,
Nope.
I'm good.
No.
Excellent. Well, welcome back to the group, Matt. Great having you as a guest. We'll see Torg in full action next week. And then in 2 weeks, we should have Eric back. So we should have the full regular crew. So thank you all so much for joining us. Remember to stop by the Patreon and all the other good social medias. Hope you're enjoying our hilarious greenskin adventures. And wasn't expecting this, so we will be back next week. I thought they would be flying the ship around at this point, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So see you next time, same place. Nighty nights.